Mic on, mic off.
There we go. We're getting a weird sound out there right now.
Mic on, mic off. Mic on.
There we go.
Mic off.
You guys picking that sound out there right now?
Mic on, mic off.
Yeah.
Mic on.
There we go. Is that better? There we go. All right. Sorry about that, folks. So, episode 12 of the Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. This is 12 episodes. We're kind of excited about that. That's been a good thing. Also, while we'll get right into it, let me talk about our table rules real quick. If you are scamming the
mic
bad
off.
guys and you talk about it in front of them, well, that conversation's in character, and we assume that most of our conversations are in character, unless we're clearly having discussion around mechanics. Second thing that I do is pretty much all skill checks are made in the tower blind in Fantasy Grounds. What that means is the DM would make that roll for you if you were playing at a live table, but what Fantasy Grounds lets you do is make that roll yourself, and the results are hidden from you. And what that lets Tad do is that lets Tad interpret the die roll and put that die roll in context for you. So you're responding not to the mechanics of the roll, but to the physical description of the environment. Those are two things I do that I like. Gotten a couple questions also over the last week or so about, hey Tad, is this the exact map that Dave Arneson used, the original Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor? And no, it's not. I've taken some structural elements of the maps and I use them, but not all of them. And there's a few levels when we get down deeper where I'll be using the full map from either the original campaign or from the 3.5 Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor that Zeitgeist produced. And there's a couple reasons for that. I was fortunate enough to work with Dave and write for him, and I had some conversations with him about what could Castle Blackmoor be? What could the dungeons be? And what you're seeing is the manifestation of that idea based on feedback that I got from Dave. And Dave very much believed in make Blackmoor your own. Tell the story in a way that makes sense to you and the people at your table. And that's what I've been doing. But I was fortunate enough to float some ideas to him and be able to, share those ideas with you. Before we move forward, let's have a brief introduction from each of our players about, who their characters are and what they do, and then we'll get right into the story. And we will start with Delbert Galen then. Jimmy, go right ahead.
Hi, I'm playing Delbert Galen, and he is a war wizard in the Cabal. I make things go boom, I guess.
Very good. PJ, share the specifics of your outstanding and interesting character.
I am here to kick ass and take names. Whose ass and whose names I don't know. I'm working on it, but I know. And in the meantime, my guy is clearly here to have a good time, get drunk, yell at rats, and bring everybody to the party, whether the rest of the party wants the party or not.
Excellent. Jenabink, would you like to bring it up to speed on your character and how she feels and what she does?
I play Jenabink, a delightful gnome artificer who now has her best friend Catapult, version 1.1, since Catapult went down but did not die. And I am just happy I have my workshop where I am allowing my party members to spend time. And otherwise, I just am happy being smart.
And Mr. Turl always has some outstanding context and observations about the rest of his party. Matt, what does Penny think?
Well, I'm playing Penny, a Dokray, which is Blackmoor's version of a halfling ranger, Gloomstalker. All about keeping to the shadows, scouting, making sure these fine folks don't try and kill me and themselves. And they're doing a wonderful job of actually trying to get us all killed by screaming out into a dungeon filled with things last time. And having about 1,000 rats attack us. Was great there, Idris.
Never happened.
Wonderful job. Fake news, right? Fake news.
So
That's what people have been saying, and what I've been hearing. It is fake news. Correct. Those wounds caused by Blackmoor's government.
Yeah.
yeah. Just for the stream, folks, how things operate is you can trigger multiple encounters at one time. I do basic design around the EL system, but at the same time, this is a dynamic environment. The players have full agency. More than one time. And I try and make the environment fun. Fantastical. We're not trying for pure realism here, obviously. But sort of Tad's core rule is have the bad guys respond just like they were PCs. Have them be as intelligent as their stat block allows them to be, and have them engage the PCs as challenging foes of at least minimal intelligence. So, there we go. So when last we met, you had encountered large swarm of rats, giant rats, some other creatures, and had been able to beat them off and fight them off, retreating across the basement. So you had been, and I'm going to sort of scroll through the map for everybody, you had been on the far side of the dungeon, over near a little shrine that you had found, and you triggered a series of encounters from a large group of rats. And those rats, these rats are sentient. They speak, they talk, they coordinate their activities. They had attacked you, and you had fallen back across the large basement and back into the workshop, which I believe we were referring to as Jenna's workshop. I'll let you all work that out yourselves. And you were planning on taking a rest, is that correct?
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
taking a closer look at the items.
All right, very good. You had found several. You had found, let's see, an abacus, some agates, some cloth of gold vestments. There was a finger bone in a pewter case. There was what looks to be some sort of potion. Those are the things that you had found.
Pulses. Okay.
All right. What would you like to do?
I want to take that long rest. I'm going to lay down.
All right. Very good. What's our watch rotation? Normal?
Yeah, just normal watch rotation, I think is what we're going to...
Yep.
Do you guys just stay in this room during your watch rotation?
Yeah, but this time I'm going to move a bunch of boxes
Okay.
from the room down here and block up this whole corridor in here and then go to sleep.
And he's
All
going to
right.
go back to her corner with her spider.
All right. So you guys are going to pile stuff in front of that door and that door, or just this? Well, both doors or just one door?
Well, the door to the northwest is
Mic
barred,
off.
correct? We never...
All
Yeah,
right,
we never
cool.
took that off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mic
so
off.
All right.
we'll pile stuff in front of the door to the south and to the southeast.
Okay, not a problem. You guys can do both of that. You've got plenty of, and as you're pulling these boxes apart, there's a lot of ceramic plates in here. There's some bar stock. There's odd spools of wire. This stuff is a little bit more corroded and damaged than the things you found over in the storage areas over in here. But there's a lot of old, kind of what would be reclaimed scrap that probably could be used to build additional mechanicals.
Mic off.
But you can find more than enough stuff to barricade both those doors if you'd like to.
Yeah,
So-
I'm also going to take a crap ton of the bones and the wood and just scatter it in the hallway down here. Because if they're anything like OCD vampires, they're going to have to clean that shit up. So,
All right, very good. Now, Quickfoot is hanging on the table, offering his advice and instruction on the best way to do this as you guys are doing it. So I'd be like, no, you got to put your backs into it. You got to use your knees. Use your knees. He's doing stuff like that as you guys are hauling stuff around.
So while they are hauling stuff around, I will cast Identify on the things that we found as a ritual.
Okay. The finger bone radiates alteration magic that's pretty profound, and it's some sort of minor artifact, not in the sense of like a major mechanical artifact in terms of like game function, but it's pulsing with divine power. Secondly, you've got a potion of vitality there. The cloth of gold vestments are just that, although they look like they'd be worth a fair amount of money. The agates also are perfectly shaped, perfectly round, and perfectly colored. So instead of being a 10 gold piece agate, they're probably going to be worth a little bit more money than that. And the abacus itself looks to be just a standard abacus, way to keep track of things, way to do advanced math. You think that if you were using that to do some calculations, it might give you advantage on those calculations.
Would I say that those agates were worth 1,000 gold pieces?
No, they are. Yes, as a matter of fact, one of them is worth 1,000 gold pieces, Delbert. So, all right. Yeah, there's...
What exactly is the finger bone? Because I was casting Identify, not Detect Magic.
Oh, it's an artifact. It's been imbued with... There's no magical effects that you can see from it, but it is the finger bone of a saint, St. Ambrose. And it's going to have, in certain rituals for the Church of Saquin, it's going to be able to magnify the efficacy of those rituals. So it's sort of like... in the edition that shall not be named, we had things called reagents, and reagents added potency and power to magic. This artifact would do that for the Church of St. Ambrose. You imagine there's going to be a pretty substantial value for the Church of Saquin if you return it.
All of these things are really interesting because they are almost exclusively not magical, but they have lots of value to people. And in this capitalistic Blackmoor, this could prove interesting. I think most of this stuff is going to make bank, as you would say.
Well, then it's a good thing that I went in there when someone else was like, "No, I'm not going in there. It's dark."
I don't believe the lack of illumination was ever the concern that we had about that location, but okay.
I'm sorry, it was more like, oh, it's scary in the dark place with the darkness, all the evil in there.
And it was.
And I point at you and I'm like, with the finger bone, I'm like, but you could have gone in there, but you didn't. No.
Quickfoot says, no, I think it was much better that you had the undead thing rip your heart out of your chest.
But see, I'm better now. That's how great it is. Right? Yeah.
All right, so you have identified the items. You got a potion of vitality. Potion of vitality, pretty useful item. Does anyone specifically want that?
I think we save it until somebody gets exhausted, poisoned, or jacked up beyond all belief.
Who is carrying it?
I think Jenabink will carry it because I'm kind of the medic-ish.
That's true-ish.
Ish. I mean...
who will be carrying the finger bone? Jenna also?
Yeah, that sounds about right. We're going to have her carry everything.
Might burst into flames if Idris touches it.
What?
This is very true, although it might be worthy of an experiment, so I can log its the interaction that occurs, and then create a white paper based on that. However, given as that could also destroy the artifact, and I would rather provide the opportunity to the Church of Saquon to, utilize that artifact, I believe that I will carry it upon my person. Because I am a very, good conduit for that kind of thing.
Well, we see that's what your research has already thought. I had to touch it to get it out. So, nah. I'm not bursting into flames yet.
Hop up onto the party sheet and drag the items that have been assigned to you onto your character sheet.
If you assign
Mic
them,
off.
then if you hit distribute, it distributes them.
Yeah, it's the one down below. There's
okay.
the one that sells and then the one down below.
Oh, I made it sell some stuff for you too, which is awesome.
We got rich off all the items we put in party treasure.
There we go. All right. Okay, so we've secured both the doors. You've identified the items. Anything else you guys want to be trying to do here?
I'm going to cast Find Familiar with my good buddy Quickfoot.
So I've been thinking about this, and he whips out this contract. No, he says, "All right, so how's this work, boss?"
Well, have a seat right there, and I'll point to a place on a little arcane circle that I've created on the floor, and you just sit there, and then I'll cast this spell, and then we'll be linked together.
So does this mean I get a
Mic
share?
off.
Does this mean that I get a share of the experience points and the treasure moving forward?
I don't know what experience points are, but the answer to the second one is you will, when you need something, I'll provide it for you.
Seriously, all joking aside, all I'm really in this for, to be honest with you, is, food, a little bit of stipend, and, lady rats. Those are really only the things that I'm interested in at this point, And I got to tell you, my old clan, my old tribe, every one of them who has tried to go toe-to-toe with you guys, you've reduced them to a fine bread paste. You know what I'm saying? So,
You're welcome.
no problem. I appreciate, what you got going for you, Idris. So I think maybe I'm joining the right team here. So, let's do it. Let's go.
All right. And so I'll end up ritually casting that.
All right. So describe casting Find
Mic
Familiar.
off.
Circle, pentagram, circle on the ground, rat on one side, me on the other. Lots of chanting and inhalation of herbal essences.
Jedabink is observing all of this and making notes, by the way.
So he transforms into a spirit form, and it's a rat, but it's not quite a rat. And do you want him to reform as a rat, or do you want him to reform as another creature?
Ooh, good question. Rat for now.
All right.
I can always switch his form by recasting, so I'm good.
Okay. So he coalesces again, and he's Quickfoot, but his eyes have changed a little bit. All right. And he's like, and he looks at you, and he, Delbert, what were you thinking as he took form?
Did not expect him to turn into a spirit out of the deal.
And you hear in your head, I didn't expect that either. I thought I was just going to, all of a sudden, glow and get blue eyes like those guys downstairs do, and I'd be your buddy. But, and nobody's hearing this. This is just passing back and forth between the two of you. All right? He's like, it's kind of, oh, my God. So, and he looks up at it and he goes, you're actually not an asshole. This is unusual. Most people in charge are assholes. You're actually not an asshole. This is outstanding. And he's, looks at you, kind of surprised. So.
Well, That went better than I expected. Let's try something out here,
All right.
and I'll wave my hand his direction and send him to the pocket dimension, and then bring him back.
Listen, we stocked that with, the right things and a couple lady rats. That's going to be the best place I ever hung out. All right? It's awesome down in there, I got to tell you. It's nice, it's warm, smells good, it's awesome. I
Nice.
think, that one female bard that's always, hanging out with Idris there with her name? If we could get like a band in there with that, that would be good too. So what I'm looking for, if we can do it, is a little bit more solid entertainment, some female companionship, and if we could get like a stock bar and a pantry in there, it'd be fucking outstanding.
We'll work on all that.
All right, this is good. This is good. I'm appreciating this. All right. So
Only hurts till the pain goes away. Remember that.
Because he can speak, because we've ruled that, the only fundamental difference between this spell and the normal find familiar spell is your telepathic communication runs two ways. It's not empathic. He's got enough intelligence to be able to speak back to you, as we've established. Other than that, this is going to operate just like a normal find familiar spell. We just have a little bit more colorful NPC, that's all. So, anything else we want to do before we dive
Mic off.
into before we dive off into trying to get our long rest and everything?
What do you mean by trying to go on rest?
That's called foreshadowing. No, seriously, anything else you guys want to do?
I'm going to check on my infusions on my weapon and my armor and check on catapult and make sure all of that is up to snuff, finely mended, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you've done everything you needed to. The magic's intact. The dormers are functioning as you anticipate and expect. All right. Long rest time?
Let's
Indeed.
attempt it.
Don't encourage him.
All right, let's take a quick look at our watch rotation. Okay. All right, everybody take a
Mic
short
off.
rest.
Boom. I'm going to use a hit die.
I am also going to use a hit die.
I am also.
A hit die works fine for me
Hit die.
too.
Blam!
Ooh, Penny. Ooh.
I am going to use another hit die.
Me too.
You actually should pick them out one time, but I'll let you do it. You don't get to roll those in sequence. You have to say, I'm going to try three. It was three, but go ahead and do it for now.
I had this nice GM during my home game. He didn't seem to care, but okay.
You should have replied with, well, I have not put in my command line Terminator yet. You know, ampersand
My God.
here. So I'm chaining my rolls.
That's right. Pipe that.
All right, Delbert,
Invoke rest method.
Delbert, I think you also recharge one spell.
Yeah.
So,
Equal to or less than half your wizard level rounded up. So 1 second level slot, it looks like.
all right. Jenna Bink, you are awake on guard. Everybody else is sleeping in the places where they sleep.
You're so dead. She's in that workshop, and we all know it.
I would actually probably in my spare time while I'm waiting for nonsense to occur, because I have a clear sight of all doors. I would be around this bone pile and carefully cataloging all the bones.
All right, that makes sense. That's a very Genevink kind of thing to do.
And of course, Catapult is with me. So Tad, please tell me what is about to try to kill me.
All right. Jen, go ahead and give me a perception check. All right. Okay. All right. Jen, give me another perception check.
You rolled a 20 on the first one. That was unacceptable. I will only count it when you roll a 1.
Catapult is really focused on something that's going on over by Delbert.
Okay, I will go over toward Delbert and try to figure out what Catapult is looking at.
Go ahead and give me another perception check. There is a rat, all right, going through Delbert's pack, and it's got little sort of man hands, but it looks like a rat, and it's rummaging through it, trying to pulling stuff out of it.
I will instruct Catapult to attack it, and I will also attack it.
All right, initiative, please. All right, here we go. Top of the order. Jen, do you say or do anything? Do you scream? Or do you just go right into attack mode?
Oh no, right to attack mode.
All right, very good.
Do you want everyone to drop initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and everybody drop initiative. Dang, that War Wizard initiative, something awesome to see. Delbert, go ahead and make a perception check. All right, you wake up and you look and you're seeing this rat start to change and twist and grow into a man-sized creature. You'll be able to take action on the next round.
Okay.
Quickfoot's like, holy shit, boss! Alright. Idris, go ahead and make a perception check. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. It jumped over my bad guys. Don't know why.
They're not
Gotta make them
showing on our.
visible.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not showing on our combat tracker either.
Oh, that's right. There we go.
Oh, stealing all the workshop gear. They know where to hit Jenabink.
Oh, this will not stand.
Well, they don't because they walk on all fours. So
This will die a horrible, gory death. Is that better?
now you have to live up to the promise you made. So it's all yours.
All right, Jen. It's exciting for you.
So it moved away from Delbert's bed, I take it?
No, there's one came around the door here and shot a crossbow at you as it moved forward, dropping it after
Okay.
it moved up. And it shoots a light crossbow bolt at you, and crossbow hits you for 7 points of damage, striking across your shin. Blood seeps out. All right.
It's almost like you got bit by a bunch of ants. You know, it's that stinging of the crossbow.
Idris,
I'm sure it'll itch tomorrow.
Idris, make a
for a
saving
couple
throw
of days.
against DM Ire.
Oh, I got this. What's that? It's like all the saving throws, right?
Yeah. So. All right, you fail.
I'm winning.
All right. Go ahead, seriously. Give me a perception check.
I got a 16 back when you asked earlier.
Okay, good. You wake up. You can take action next turn.
All right. More rat bastards.
Penny, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right.
Oh, my God. Penny,
Mic off.
there are probably... You wake up. You rolled a 20. I'm going to allow you to act this round. You wake up. There are... you can take a move action. There are probably 2 of these rat rogue things, and you hear a number of giant rats down the hallway, and you can see this other creature transforming, and based on what you know, that's probably a were rat. Go ahead and take your move action.
So I get a move action this turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there where's the light source in the room for this room?
It's over on the table.
So
Jen, where would you have the light source? You were sorting the pile. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
There.
good enough.
okay. Which case I will move to here as far away from the light source as I can. Actually, I have to get up first, so I can only move 15.
Okay.
I'll move here.
All right. He morphs into rat shape. And that is his action. And he takes off. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets over into dim light. And you hear him yelling something. Who speaks Abyssal?
I think I speak Abyssal.
You hear him saying, "Get out!"
Yes.
In the name of the rat god, feed, feed! As he runs. And oh, Jen, you hadn't taken an action yet, had you?
No.
All right, you're going to pick up another 7 points of damage there. That arrow bounces off your shield as you turn. Now the crossbow bolt bounces. All right. Jenna, you're up.
Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably not. It's about a 40-foot. All right. So I'm going to go here and attack this guy because I can get that far.
You can.
Come on. Oh, wait, that's bad. That's not. Oh, sure. I hate when I let go of a die that I wasn't going to roll, and it rolls a 20.
Hey,
You can keep your
Thanks, Tom.
20. I'll let you keep your 20. I'll be nice to you.
No, it's okay. I'm going with what I got, and hey,
no,
that's
it showed a crit, Jen, on the fantasy grounds.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drop a second
oh.
die on him.
Okay. I'm not going to argue.
Ooh.
Nice. So that happens, and then I use my bonus
Mic
action
off.
to instruct Catapult to go over the guy that was rifling through Delbert's stuff.
That was your first real serious Warhammer moment, by the way. You know
Oh,
how
yeah.
your Warhammer's been ineffectual? You come running up and hit him square on the forehead, and you see his brain and skull pop out on either side.
Oh, man. All right. But he's there in his face, so that's good. And that is my turn.
All right. Let's see. Top of the order. Delbert.
All right. I'm assuming we have the lights down low for sleeping purposes.
That's fair.
I'm going to cast Shadow Blade, which I am then going to fling at which one was rifling through my stuff, Indiku or Ratfolk 1?
Inkadu.
Inkadu.
Is this the first time you've cast Shadowblade?
Take that, you fiend. No, actually, second.
Okay.
So all of the shadows nearby sort of coalesce into this blade, which I then hurl with great velocity.
He's a warlock.
That's what I was wondering. No, I'd know better.
And I think
Although
that'll be my action for this round, other than to stand up, of course.
Right.
Are you attacking, by the way?
Inkadu.
Yeah, but Shadowblade's melee.
It is also it has the finesse, light, and throne qualities.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Badge.
What the heck just happened there?
The roll did not occur for Jenabink.
Okay. That was that operator failure? Was the interface too challenging for you, Jen?
Silence.
It was too much for me. All of it's just too much for me. I don't. User interfaces are hard.
Yeah.
I assume Quickfoot is in your actually in your pocket right now, but
That's fair.
yeah, no reason for him to be out, so I'm going to assume he's there.
It's a big old rat. They just keep coming up from the depths of the next level.
Idris.
All right. Idris is going to wake up. See, holy shit. There's a bunch of rat bastards. Thought we had taken care of them on this level. I'm going to bonus action chuck a haste on Indiku. And yeah, sorry, what's it called? A hex. Sorry. It's a hasted hex, yeah. 5, 10.
You're buffing the NPC, man.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we need a challenge, right? I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to take the shot at -2.
You hear that, Daddy? Saying your encounters aren't challenging enough?
Eldritch Blast, where's this bad boy at? There it is.
I think his exact words were weak sauce. That's what PJ said. You should keep that in mind, Ted.
Roger that.
Oh,
Boom, miss.
You do
All right,
realize, Matt, that the wrath is going to fall upon all of us.
That's fine. Penny will live.
Penny's up.
Penny's gonna continue to move through the darkness, and I will, moving here, take a shot at Rat Person 6. It's gonna be with, or Giant Rat 6. It's gonna be with advantage since I am invisible. Wow, which apparently I needed.
All right, so tell me what just happened there. Go ahead and describe it.
So blending with the shadows, Penny moves over and draws her bow and takes aim. Slices one of those giant rats right through the middle.
Excellent. It squeals and flips over, punctured through its belly and up into its lung.
Then Penny blends back in with the shadows. Oh,
Player
you
2
skipped.
has left the combat.
You skipped one, Dad, because I clicked down.
Yeah, I got it. All right, Enkidu. This is annoying because it did not populate spells into the stat block the way it normally does, so I'm going to have to fake a couple things.
No, I mean, you could totally just not use spells. We're okay with that.
Just point out that 20-foot template is not just for lanterns. Oh, good, he came to me. I don't have to work so hard to get to him.
Charging battery.
So apparently he can also meld in with walls. This is great.
He's just running along the side of it. Jim.
He is extra in Asian martial arts movies, so he's,
It's actually because all the rats and the panther are all in half hexes right now.
everybody's shifted off.
Yeah, if everybody shifted half a hex down, it would make sense.
Bunch of shiftless grifters.
If only Jenna knew things about interfaces, man.
There'd be some kind of research into that topic, you know?
Yeah,
You'd think
almost.
there'd be books,
You would think there would be
guides,
something.
manuals.
Yeah.
All right. Someone's bringing the fun.
All right.
Charging battery.
Give me a con save, DC 14.
Woo! In the tower?
Yeah, or you can roll it out. That's okay. It's a save.
Bam!
Nice roll. Jen, go ahead.
Yeah, that's that experience, Jenna. Been in these situations in bar fights with wenches before.
Okay, so I'm rolling it.
Yeah, because I can't get it active. The spell didn't populate.
I wasn't sure it was me or Catapult, but then I saw the yellow box.
All right, both of you make your save.
Woo!
So nobody is knocked down from the thunder wave, and you each take a minimal 4 points of damage. You know, 4 points of damage normally wouldn't be a big deal, Idris, but, you know, you aren't completely healed. And
Oh, don't worry. Short rest, return everything to the warlock. I'm living my best warlock life right now.
That's true.
I feel like that light source is on the table too. Probably got it's not dark.
Doesn't Thunderwave have to originate from you?
It does. You see the corner where Indica is? That's where it's coming from. That box corner at the top, that's how you got us.
Ah, that's
That
never
rat
how I
bastard.
interpreted that. Okay.
Yeah. There's a whole field of research called geometry. And it deals with shapes.
I didn't realize today was make Jen feel stupid day. Jeez.
Sorry, I gotta do it in the Andrew's voice. We learned about all these shapes while playing cards. There's rectangles, squares, hexagons. My favorite shape, throwing stars.
I mean, Delbert hasn't been mean to you yet, Jenna.
Operative word.
Yet.
I don't think Delbert knows how to be mean, which is like one of the small blessings we have in this party.
He's gonna get you on the backhand comment somewhere where it just comes out of nowhere. That's how it's gonna happen.
Ooh,
I remember
horribleness.
he yelled at you one day because you
Jenna,
were...
you're up.
All right, I don't think I can get to him effectively, so I'm going to take care of what's between us. And I'm going to move to a normal hex spot to make certain individuals happy.
That's still not a normal hex spot, Jenna.
I'm in line with everybody else. My OCD at least is better. If yours isn't, I can't help you.
The rap
And
people
I
are like, what the hell are they talking about?
I'm pretty sure I just threw that on myself. I did. Does a 14 hit the rats, Tad?
A 14 with the rats, Jen.
Thank you.
So far, we're 0-3.
I'm having a great day. All right, so that's Genevink. Catapult's going to do better. Catapult's going to hit this guy. Why? Hooray!
Catapult's made out of silver, right?
You gotta put that on the claws and teeth, right?
I thought you said that. Oh, you untyped its damage though, so it's not in the DR.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta take half that damage out.
I do.
Fix your damage.
Yeah, you got to type it to whatever it
Got
is,
it.
slashing. Or...
Yeah, I'm good. All right. Catapult is gone. Top of the order. Delbert, you're up.
Alrighty. I am going to use a bonus action to recall my Shadow Blade, and then I'm going to run over here across the tops of the beds and slice on Ratfolk. Is Ratfolk 1 still up?
One has died. The one that's standing there still is, yes.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay. I'm going to poke him with my sharp, pointy shadow thing.
Man, it got dark in here all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. That's at advantage, so I'll go ahead and give an advantage type of roll there. Okay. So I hit with the first one, right?
Yep.
Okay. And die, criminal scum.
He does die. All right. Quick foot still in your pocket?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Chunk out of Idris. Idris, you're up. 15 will hit.
You're muted, Pete, by the way, and you're.
Boom, there you go. Oh, why did it not pick it up? All right, hang on. Let me get it on this guy. Boom, there we go. Cool. He goes down. I heal myself for 7 points. I move up to the rat guy. Fight. I am done. As I suck the life out of him.
We're very good at sucking the life out of things.
It's a required skill in the upper echelons of the nobility. Delbert knows all about it.
Mic off.
Penny, you're up.
So that's what you were doing with
Turns your
Father
hair orange.
Tobias. Okay. So Penny will stealthily move through the shadows and try and remove one of the rats in front of Genevieve as well. Take my -2.
That is a hit. Tough rat.
Yeah.
Misses.
He had one shot.
Misses. All right.
Indiku looks like an angry Winn-Dixie butcher on his token.
That's
Wow.
outstanding.
That's awesome.
Like I zoomed all the way in, and I'm like, yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, I got to do this. Idris, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man, he's gonna try and dumb me down.
You do that yourself.
Nat 20. Oh, curse my sudden but inevitable betrayal.
All right, he hits you with 10 points for a mind spike. You are also stunned.
All right.
All right.
Well, that sucks.
Oh, damn, I'm prone too.
Yep. Jedabink, you're up. You see the creature, he looks at Idris, and Idris puts his hands on his forehead and drops down on one knee. All right.
Clearly, there's something happening here, and I do not have the time to research it, but I will certainly question Idris later to determine what happened.
So, Jen, talk to me about what you just did.
So I was watching over this giant rat that's in front of me, and I see Idris, kind of like holding his head. I'm like, I really need to note that. But first, and then I come down with my warhammer. I'm sorry, one-handed because I still have my shield, and I have splatted the giant rat kind of even offhandedly, looking for more things that are more interesting than the rat, because the rat's really just not that interesting. And then with my bonus action, catapult, can you keep? Yeah, that's good. Good catapult. You're the best. You're the only one I love. But catapult, I told you the vector is at a 35 degree, not a 45 degree.
Wow.
Catapult apparently doesn't reciprocate on that love.
Delbert.
All right. I am going
Most
to
things don't.
step up in here and poke it with my sharp, shadowy blade. Indiku. Inky-doo. Inky-doo. Just for the purposes of did I crit, let's go ahead and make that an advantage. Okay, didn't crit.
Hang on a second here. He cast shield,
Okay.
which, let's see. Does not stop him, but gives him a +5 on his AC moving forward. Okay. Go ahead, and you did 10 points of damage to him, which translates to... No, that's 10 points straight through, right? Yeah. All right, good enough. Alrighty then.
13,
Anything else you-
but yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
13. Nice hit. All right.
For a spellcaster, hell yeah.
Hey, that's how you roll.
Oh,
All right.
bada bing.
All right. So, Idris, give me a save. You come out of it. Penny, you're up.
I look up at him and I'm like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I'll attempt to remove the last rat in front of Jen. And I'm done.
Let me look at my vast collection of options here.
As a friend of mine once said, you got Jack and shit. Jack left town.
All right. We will. Let's see. Can't get all three of you with a thunder wave. I can only get two of you, right?
You could get 3 people with a thunder wave. Yes, you could.
I can?
Catapult, Galen, and Penny.
Oh, because I'm not affected by it, right? Okay, cool.
No, I was simply saying Catapult, Galen, and Penny. Penny's the short one down below. You're affected. Just saying, if you're trying to get 3 of us,
Why do you keep calling Jenna Penny?
same difference, same height, right? Good, solid 3-4.
I think he's saying if you place it,
Down 1.
yeah, like
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Like that. Okay, that's what we'll do then. Actually, will we? No, because he's trying to break it up. So he will get... So far, I don't think he sees... He doesn't really see Catapult as a threat. So, Delbert, Idris, I need con saves. DC 14.
Awesome.
Just saying.
Those you make.
Heck yeah, man. Drinking all that water?
Okay, who's making it? Is it both me
No.
and Catapult?
No.
Oh, I
It's
could
me.
get,
I need a
I
con
could get 3
save?
people. Yeah, go ahead and give Catapult 1 also. And it'll be 12 points of damage based on who makes a save. All right. So Idris takes 6. Catapult takes 12 and is knocked back 10 feet.
Goodbye, Catapult.
Delbert, how'd you do? Delbert takes 12 and is knocked back 10 feet. So
This is just like arm wrestling bets.
Delbert gets to make that infamous con save now too.
I believe I hit a pillar, right?
You did hit a pillar.
That's solid back-breaking stone.
That it's DC 10, right? It's half for DC 10 for the con save, right?
Yeah, you're prone on the pillar. I don't see in Thunderwave you take additional damage from it though. So
I'm talking about for the concentration, right?
yeah, go ahead and make that 12 points of damage.
You hear from Idris. Delbert, you got to make a con save for your spell.
I made one.
No, for your concentration.
Oh.
And you do.
Yep.
But you are prone. All right. Jenna.
Jenna is going to move in there and stop hitting my friend.
I stab when you stab.
Clearly. Catapult. Arctangent cosine. Go.
Let's call them football plays. Computer blue.
Mic off.
Oh man, that did not compute.
More like cantapult, if you know what I mean.
He was right not to consider it a threat.
Delbert.
Yeah.
Stand up, step up, hack.
Oh, all right. Yes. Doing those things. I'll stand up. I don't think I can move if I stand, right?
It's only
You have
half your
your
move.
movement, yeah. Just
Then I'll move on up and stick him with the pointy end of the shadow.
It
Ted.
tastes like burning.
just real quick.
Damn it! I keep forgetting to advance.
He cast shield. You missed.
Well, when you put shield on him, were you clicking control?
Yeah, you put a -5 on
You
him.
put a -5 to his AC.
Okay, you actually do miss.
Okay.
Yeah, because that puts him up around an 18. So
All right.
that's funny. Okay. Quickfoot's hanging out. Idris, you are no longer stunned. You made your save.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
have it.
stand up. I'm gonna stand up in front of him. I'm gonna swing on him with the longsword, and I'm gonna be following it up with a D6, no matter what's going on here with it.
Got it. Now, the moon sword is silvered.
Yeah, and magic. Yeah. D6. What the hell is that thing? Yep. Don't think that's enough. 19.
19 hits.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
right on the money. There you go. And so just getting him right on there with that minimum. Boom. Clocked him and drain off some of his life force there.
Yes. That walks
Just like
through.
Idris to do the minimum.
Well, bare minimum, no.
Penny, you're up.
Penny's going to move down here. I'll take the -2 and then advantage with the shooting from the invis thing. Oh, why isn't it letting me do this? All right. And take a shot at him.
That's a hit.
You resisted all of it?
Well, let's see. Immune, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. You have to do magic and silver.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
We should have sold that silver pewter thing. We could have imbued it with some magic and just scratched his eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Psychic also works.
So, Jenna, you now have to attune to a silver coin and just gouge at him.
There are very few things that are immune to psychic damage.
Mother-in-laws are immune.
Mm-hmm. They're the main source.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Catapult's been getting through. I don't know how he has, though.
Oh, because of the damage.
Technically, he's
Force
magical.
damage is untyped.
It's
Yeah,
force
but-
empowered. He's got force empowered Ren, that's why.
No, his damage is untyped.
Yeah, it's
She,
just
she
the
didn't put a
damage.
damage type in there.
Yeah, it's just coded wrong.
Yeah.
Actually, it is force damage, so
Yeah, so that would go through.
Oh, well, it should be typed as force.
well, I will fix that. The user interface is so hard, and I just can't get it.
Yeah, well, there's people that can help you with that, Jenna. They
So,
study user
Penny-
interface.
Penny, would you go ahead and describe what it's like when your arrow bounces off this thing with no impact?
Terrible. Penny's very upset by this. But there's 4 other targets that I think the arrow will have impact on. So
All right, what is Jenabink going to do? Hold it. We skipped Inkadu. He actually does get a turn before you try and kill him. So what will he do? Everybody's clustered around him again, aren't they?
Hit yourself with that Thunder Blast.
I don't think I can kill you outright. PJ, go ahead and give me another wisdom save.
Here we go, nat 20. Alright, that's 200% better than the last roll.
Net 3!
11 points straight through, and we don't have to worry about you being stunned.
Cool. It's just sleepy time. It's a good thing we didn't full rest.
Yeah.
All right, so you are. I gotta put the effect on you.
Come on, bring the Darkness Champion back to me.
All
Got
right,
my I'm somebody's bitch badge on while I'm unconscious.
Jen, you're up, and you see him cast that spell again, right? And you see Idris grab his head and fall straight down, blood running from his nose.
So I said you shouldn't hurt my friends. I also meant you shouldn't hurt him too.
Just as I'm going unconscious, thank you.
That is not silver. It shouldn't go through.
it's magic, though.
That's magic,
magic.
right? Yeah, that gets 5 through. Good deal. All right.
And then catapult, I tell him to go. He misses.
Bats it aside with his hand. He's not looking good. All right. He's not looking good at all. Delbert.
All right. Second verse, same as the first. I'm going to stick him with my pointy shadow sword. This time, with advantage.
That hits.
All right. Die, criminal scum.
He does die.
He had 1 hit
this
point.
criminal. So there you go. Describe how you take him out.
I slice his head off with the thinnest razor sword made of shadow ever.
And he falls.
All right, bring your dark forces to my unconscious mind.
I will go check on Idris. I have no healing left for the day, though, so can I just make a medicine check to stabilize him?
Yes, Idris, make a death save.
Oh, I love making those. Ninja roll.
You miss your first. Go
That's
ahead and
cool.
make your medical check. Yeah, you got him. He's stabilized.
I've got a potion of healing if you want it. Or you could just lay down in the bed for a little while.
I've got 8 more good berries. I'm debating whether or not to put one in his mouth.
Well, I mean, the intent was for us to rest, although clearly this is not the best location for that. We also failed to perform research on this individual. I believe they also call it interrogation. But that said, is there anything about this individual with papers or other things with the body?
Loot the body. Loot
Dad,
the
I'm
body.
gonna shove a good berry down Idris's throat.
All right, Idris comes too. So,
Hey, Idris, remember, you're somebody's bitch.
But not yours.
very good.
Oh, Mama Penny, say I'm your bitch. Say it, Idris.
I'm
Yeah,
your good berry bitch.
You want another berry?
Yes, sir, may I have another?
I'll feed him another berry.
These critters are covered. Let's see. They have about, between the two of them, they got about 24, 25 daggers. They had them every place on the two rogues. Just, unpleasantly a lot of them.
Just tie it into their rat hair. Just pull it out and just throw it. I say to Delbert, I'm like, hey, you should get Quickfoot out here. These look like some people you might know. You can tell us about them. You sound like the rat men that we were supposed to take care of.
I'll summon Quickfoot.
I'll also investigate the bodies and see if there's any hidden stuff.
Quickfoot, we need your expertise.
Yeah, boss. Oh my God, that's horrible. You whacked Enkidu. Well, that's not horrible actually, but oh my God, they sent Enkidu after us.
It had a name?
Yeah, it had a name. That's Enkidu, and that there's Cruz. He points at one of the fallen rat men, and he goes, "Oh yeah, and the other one, the chick, that's Ishi."
Ishi what?
She's not going to be living anymore.
Ishi and Kuz and Enkidu, yeah. So yeah, they was the wardens on this floor. They were the folks that helped the Rat Queen keep folks from getting down and fucking with the Rat Men down on the second and third floor, down below. So
I would say they failed.
I'm thinking so. Yeah. What were they doing?
Mic off.
They were trying to. They rifled through my bag.
Yes, Catapult was very astute and perceptive and detected that when it started happening, or else we probably would have been in more trouble.
Actually,
with Catapult.
Something you do find on Enkidu is your pass to get out of the dungeon.
Oh, that's
Damn, we
not
could have been in here
That
for a
rat.
long time.
I'm thinking from now on you should start putting that thing in your prison pouch, Delbert.
That's right, cornhole it.
cornhole. Well, what happens if I die? You
Well,
guys
Get
are
it out.
stuck.
Your muscles just relax and everything just comes right on out. It's like
Yeah,
a
it comes
automatic
out
withdrawal.
naturally. Come on, man. You never seen nobody die before? Everything just kind of gets expelled.
Remember that discussion we were having about psychic damage?
What about it?
I'm feeling uncomfortable, guys.
Are you
Just now you're feeling okay. Just now.
Delbert? Just to play the safe word. Enough of this.
Well, listen here, Delbert.
Mic off.
You may feel uncomfortable now, but when we start putting that thing in there, you're going to feel uncomfortable again. So we just need you to relax, all right? Just relax a little bit. It'll be over in a second.
Hey, you were in violation of consent.
This is for the safety of the realm.
Just let it happen.
All right. So, what are you guys going to do?
We're going to attempt to rest again, I think, right?
Are we going to attempt to rest again?
And this time, let's try locking some doors.
Yes, and shoving lots of soft materials under the doorways so things can't get in.
Yeah, where did they
or
come
we
through?
could use this, and I hold up the token and just get the hell out. Arrest
no way.
upstairs.
No way. This is like a total evil bad guy magnet, this room. If we just keep resting here, they'll just keep coming here. That was how many rats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That's almost enough for one of us for one day. We're almost at the quota for one of us.
That's true. Remember, 6 rats a day, guys.
I mean, the big one's got to be worth more, right?
I mean, today we killed like 2,000 rats.
All right, let's rest.
See? Yeah.
We're
Math
resting.
isn't that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try it again. Everybody resume your positions on your beds.
Well, technically,
Easier.
I was cataloging all the bones. It's a very important task. It's vital to my research. Yes.
Penny's gonna go hide in the corner again.
All right, you're going to have to do a full 8 hours sleep just based on how intense that fight was and the fact that PJ went down. All right.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to come back and bring me some evilness?
So I'm going to reset the watch rotation. Are we going to exclude Idris from the watch rotation? Yes or no?
I know how to yell.
All right, very good. So there's your long rest.
Whew.
Yay.
I can heal
Feels
people
good,
again.
man.
I feel like those bodies on the floor. All right. So I assume we got some walking to do on this level still.
All right.
Do we want to take care of the northeast corner or the southeast corner?
Let's do the southeast, I guess, because I mean the northeast looks like it's got a lot of branches. From what we've mapped, the southeast looks like it's probably going to be a quick little junction, and we're out.
All right. That cross-section area looked relatively safe if you all want to wait there and let me scout out what's going on in that place.
But isn't the Rat Queens of the Southeast? Aren't we going to have to persuade her to allow us through her domain again?
She
That
wasn't
didn't
there.
go so well.
She wasn't there last time I looked in that room. It was just filled with shit and dead rats and stuff that they had
This
been
time
eating
we're going to persuade her more strongly.
Right, oh,
So
I
we're
bring
going
the
to
head
kill her.
as a persuasion item.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
This
glad
seems
you've all come
acceptable.
around.
Well, she tried to kill us.
This is true. I understand where the escalation has occurred.
Yes, the escalation has occurred.
Like, what's her name from Throw On to the Train? They tried to kill me. They gave me the salted humans, but I want the unsalted ones.
Dad, Penny's going to stay at least 60 feet ahead of the party at all times, away from
All
the
right.
light source.
You're trying to stay in the darkness so your special ability kicks in, correct?
Correct.
All right. Very good. Go ahead and give me a perception check in the tower.
Sure.
Tower of Power.
So there is, out here in this chamber, there is some movement.
Okay, I will stealthily move out into this chamber and see if I can see what there's to see.
You see whoops, let me delete that. Alright. Give me a second here.
Yeah, we spent about 12 hours resting,
Yeah,
give or take.
thereabouts, yeah. All right. Okay, you see two giant spiders above the door out, and one on either side of the door. And you think you heard, but you didn't get a line of sight on something over on the pillar to the left of the door.
Said I could not get line of sight on it.
No, you didn't get line of sight on it.
I'll attempt to move south and see if I can see it from this angle.
There is a tall, thin-looking man up against the pillar there. All right, and he's leaning up against it, and you can't totally make it out. Go ahead and give me a nature roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I can do that, maybe.
Oh, wow. You have no idea what this critter is. Looks part arachnid.
Okay.
All right, what do you do?
And the rest of the group is moving up behind? Guys.
Yes.
Hell no.
We're still at 60 feet from you.
Probably, yeah. I'll wait until I start hearing movement coming down that corridor of the party, and then I'll initiate combat.
All right. When are you guys heading up? Show me.
Idris,
He
should
can-
I go
he can-
first, or do you want to go first? I mean, you
I
seem
got
you're getting awful squishy.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are in your mind, squeezing your mind grapes. There's not a lot of defenses there. Penny moves, what, 30 feet, right, on a move? Normal move if she's just walking?
Yeah, 30.
This is
Okay,
Bubba.
so I count 12 seconds from when I see her leave the door because I can see all the way out there and I don't see her in the line of sight. So after 2 rounds, I'll move up to the door and have everybody follow.
As I hear him moving up,
All right,
I'll
that
initiate
easily exceeds your passive. By the way, you hear the discussion about who's coming up, and you've got Idris moving up in fairly heavy armor. So you hear bang, 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 bang.
Okay, I will initiate combat then.
All right, go ahead and make your attack. I'm going to give you a surprise round, then we're going to drop into initiative.
Okay. All right, so first attack, I will bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on Wolf Spider number 6. I should have been with advantage, but I'll roll one more to just see if it's a crit.
Hit.
It is not a crit, though. All right, so Wolf Spider number 6 gets removed. And then my second attack with the Dread Ambusher. Put that effect on myself. And I'll attack Wolf Spider number 2. That also should have been with advantage. I'll roll again, just see if it's a crit. Seem to have low hit points though, so it's not going to matter. All right, so that's a hit. And I can move an additional 10. I'll move to here, actually. And that'll be my surprise round.
All right, everybody give me initiative now, and we'll drop into normal initiative.
Wow.
Oh, man. Those who are first shall now be last.
Actually, it's a really good time to be at the end of the initiative.
He's like, because they're going to come from behind you.
All right. Okay, top of the order.
Oh, they make it easy for us.
All right, I gotta adjust something over here on the stream for everybody.
Oh man, Quickfoot's gonna do battle.
Jenna, you hear? Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Working on it.
Okay. Now, Penny didn't vocalize what was going on. All right. And these things are running up on you, on the ceiling, on the floor, relatively quietly. All right. You actually have no idea that there's a threat.
And Idris hasn't done anything yet, correct?
Right. And Idris is going to have to do the same thing you're doing. So Idris is in front of you. Do you want to delay?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I would essentially, in a marching formation like this, I would argue I'm constantly have a ready action to, well, I guess melee-wise, yeah, I would. What do I have? I would probably ask this. How does the interface work? I don't know. The interface is so hard. I would probably cast a acid splash if I happen to see something pop up.
All right. So ready to cast an acid splash if you have a target, correct?
Correct. And I can't do anything with catapult. Catapult is just following me, and so. But I will note that catapult, if I don't direct it, has the dodge action constantly on.
Okay. Well, all right. Are you done?
Yes.
All right. A glob of webs comes flying across and slaps into the wall, slaps into the door in the wall right next to you, PJ.
Okay.
So, Jen, you don't have line of sight on anything right now. Penny.
As a bonus action, I'll move my Hunter's Mark to Wolf Spider number 9 and shoot.
Wolf Spider number 9.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nice shot.
And then I'll move. Actually, I'll move to here.
Penny, silent but deadly.
All right. Now everybody knows something is out there. All right. You saw the web hit in front of Delbert. All right. Or in front of Idris. Idris, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna turn on my hex. There it is. I'm going to just step forward right to there, and I'm going to take a shot on the Ettercap with a what do you call it? Eldritch Blast.
All right. He is crouching behind his spider, believe it or not, so it's a -2. Using his low creature as cover.
Sorry, his little creature's going to have to take a dirt bath then.
All right.
Oh, you know what? No, we won't play that game. We won't play that game here. Bam. Okay.
Still miss!
All right, you can have that. You win that one. I'm like, I'm going to shoot at the wall.
Delbert, you're up.
All right. I'm not anywhere near the front of the line, so and I don't have line of sight on anything. So
Come on, Delbert. Run up front like you always do and give me... go ahead. Do what you want to do.
Shadow Blade, Delbert. Shadow Blade.
Use your regular dagger. Show them how ghetto fab you are.
My
This
golf.
is how we do it on the mean streets of Blackmoor's upper crust.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, the point is, I'm kind of locked in a not able to actually do anything effective position.
All right. So are you just going to... you're going to forfeit your turn then? You're going to delay?
I am going to. Yeah, I'll cast Shadow Blade and have it ready.
Okay.
So I'll put the effect on myself. Boom. And spend the spell slot.
Quickfoot hangs.
Yeah, Quickfoot, make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
You've had it, boss! Oh my god, I hit.
Holy Jesus. Get it off.
What are you wearing for armor, man? Paper
I'm
towels?
Yeah, my breastplate is actually in my backpack. My
And he
plate.
got rid of your hex? Oh my god.
What? Oh, man.
Yeah, and you blew your save versus the poison.
Well, this is just all sorts of bad, Pete.
Where? I don't even see a poison save on there. That was the concentration check. Dad.
Oh, okay.
Shh. Poison.
These things don't have poison. They're just spiders.
As I was saying.
All right, we accept the poison on this one.
Oh, all right. Jenna, you see a mighty wolf spider come and sink its fangs into Idris's thigh.
Gets it right in the joint.
All right, then I'm going to step up and attempt to make this thing pay for hitting Idris.
And you do.
Ooh.
Oh, I mightily do. It's not the best damage, but okay.
I believe someone once referred that as the minimum.
It was not the minimum. It just was very close to the minimum. And then I will have Catapult come through and around, and Catapult is also going to do its thing. And... enough? No. All right, Catapult misses, but Catapult is there as a, target. And I'm done.
All right.
Oh, man. He's using his web flinger ability to go 90 feet.
Yeah, he can't DD him out of line of sight fast enough, so...
He's like, surprise.
He's dashing to me.
Pukes web at you and misses.
What's his movement rate?
He just moved 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Penny's right in front of you.
Alright, I will move 30 to here and put my hunter's mark on the outer cap and shoot.
He doesn't cast web. Or he doesn't cast shield. So, all right. You hear his carapace crack as the arrow tears through the joints between his upper and lower legs. He twists sideways and ichor spurts down on the ground.
That was me.
That guy's on the ceiling. Idris.
I will take a stab at the guy who bit me. So I will just bring the flat of my blade down on him.
Your poison damage didn't kick in. I got to add it to you. All right, go ahead.
Oh, man.
Mic
All right.
off.
Oh, that did not work out right. Blam.
Spider is toast.
All right.
So, it was already crushed and it was leaking from where the warhammer came down, and you just drive your sword straight through the front of it, and it's gone.
Gotcha. And then I move underneath the ether cap since it's running on the ceiling. Like it thinks it's Lionel Richie or some shit.
All right. Delbert.
All right, I'll dash out to this point and scanning the room quickly, as a war wizard must do, I will fling my sword at the Ettercap. Is it in darkness?
Yes.
Okay. So I would normally have advantage, but it is...
I assume you're carrying the light source, right?
I would definitely... Well, the MO is that I have the...
Right, unseen servant cast.
servant do it, yeah.
All right, so it moves up with you, and that would be dim light off a torch.
Okay. So that is long range. So does that impose disadvantage or give a minus?
Yes. It's disadvantage on long range.
Okay, so then that's a wash. So I'll make a normal roll, which I shall do. And I hit.
Holy battering, Batman.
Nice. And with my bonus action, I'll recall my shadow blade to my hand. Like a batarang does.
That's outstanding. Ettercap's not looking good. Quickfoot's hanging. Top
Yeah, they're ugly.
Jettabink.
I think I'm gonna go after this spider here.
Or watch out, they got big sharp teeth.
Point a tafe.
Oh,
I'm going to totally miss that.
My goodness, bet you're wishing you were a halfling right about now.
Not a gnome.
Why? They're both the same distance from the spider.
But I have a cat.
and it tears it up.
So, I am going to... So my bonus action was to tell Catapult to attack, but it can move on its own. So I would assume after it would rend that, because it has more movement left, it is a 40 foot, I would say it would go down to the Ettercap to assist Idris.
Okay, that's fair.
A lot of assumptions there, Jen.
I'm actually running away with it. It's part of our plan.
If you'd like me to leave Idris to die, this is also acceptable.
I mean, I thought that was your MO pretty much.
No, that's
Idris-
yours.
Idris would be like a Capri Sun to that Ettercap.
It drops down off the ceiling and bites you.
I would like to use a reaction from Catapult to make that a disadvantage, please.
All right, well, you suck.
You didn't say the magic.
And that hits.
I tried.
All right.
That's okay. He's off the ceiling, which is where I want him not to be. Off the ceiling. I want him off the ceiling.
Okay. And you blow your save and you're poisoned.
Psh, that's what they want you to think. I've already been poisoned. You can't poison a poisoner, Rondell.
How much poison is in your bloodstream right now?
I don't know. I drink a lot of water.
He's like huffing iocane at this point.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm like the guy from Princess Bride.
All right. And then it claws at you with disadvantage, right? Because that's all attacks in a sequence, correct?
No, it's just one attack roll.
All right. So I will roll again then. And he misses mightily with his claw, but he drops down off the ceiling, plants his hands on either side, and his claws sink straight into your shoulder, and you start to go numb from the pulse. All right.
I added that to you, P. Just helping out.
What? Oh, yeah.
Penny, this thing is all over Idris.
Well,
Like
at
a
least somebody.
cheap soup.
Just like the goats he buys. All right, I will attempt to shoot at it, moving out of the light source to stealthily blend in with the shadows and go invis, and then I will take a shot at the other cap. Take my -2 to catapult.
Hit.
That's me.
Chat
Alright.
says that guy is poison.
That arrow.
That guy is poison.
Arrow stuck deep in Idris's, or deep in Idris's, yeah, in the other cap's back, and it arches its back. All right, Idris, you're up.
All right, I'm going to swing on him now that he's at my level. Nope. Oh, you know what? Yeah, fuck, let's do one more. What the hell? We'll probably level in like 5 weeks. Boom. 14.
I believe that's going to hit the other cap.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Do it dirty.
How many hero points do you have left?
I got that many right now. That's why I said
The goose egg. And it's dead.
boom. There you go.
Yes.
And then you're going to see Idris like, hey, maybe we should adventure in the city for the next 5 weeks.
Maybe we should kill 6 rats a day inside the city for that.
That's right.
All right. So you see Idris take his sword and jam it up sideways into the creature, put his hand behind its back, and shove it the rest of the way through, and then push the other cap off of him, and then drop down on his knees and begin to vomit.
How do you like the poison now?
Idris, shut up.
I can't hear you. The poison's making me deaf.
I'm going to come up and check out the Eder cap. Does it have one of those symbols on its neck?
It does.
I'm going to totally... Delbert, beat me to it. I'm angry.
Jenna, maybe you should suck the poison out of Idris' wounds. He seems to be incoherent.
I'm not... So I believe that is a myth about how that works. I can, however, administer the either the glue gun or staple gun of healing so that at least he's not continuing to bleed.
Trap the poison inside. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that way it will continue to course through his veins.
And I'll gain superpowers.
I certainly don't want him to have superpowers. So I'll do that. I mean, he's conscious right now, so I'm sure he's fine. I think the symbol that Delbert is looking at is much more important.
Okay. That exchange, the entire superpowers, I don't want him to have superpowers thing across the board. I just have to say, inspiration for everyone.
Boom. And see here, you were worried about my hero points. I'm almost all the way to full inspiration.
What about the were
Yeah, I was going to ask.
rat?
From the ground.
Did it have a symbol on it as well?
Yes.
Or it would have.
Okay.
Give me a second
Was
here.
it
Let me
was
get
it one
some-
of the symbols that we already have seen, or was it a here to?
No, you've seen this symbol before. So...
Mic
These
off.
are all of them have Rollin symbol. Both the Ettercap and the Were-Rats had it.
Okay.
All right, Ted, I'm going to continue to scout while they're looking at the symbols ahead of the party.
Okay.
Check out this room, see if anything has made it its home. Any denizens of the dungeon.
Give me a perception check, please.
Sure.
Now, Penny, give me just a straight up intelligence check. Yeah, they were setting up an ambush on the stairs out, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything in here.
And I'll continue to stealth through this area.
All right. So here's what happens now. Penny just disappears into the darkness, literally disappears. It's like she is wrapped in shadow and fades.
Is it actual invisibility?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right, so you're up ahead on point, and nothing's in this room. Nothing appears to be in the room.
Actually, I think with the invisible condition...
So I saw that you were applying, touching yourself again. Do you also need the glue gun?
Is this poison? Was just poison damage, right? It's not.
It's going to fade after a minute. You're going to be able to resist it.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you did have
probably.
some poison damage.
Okay.
I will look 60
Mic
feet down
off.
both hallways, Ted, and see if...
It's nice to see you got all your missed saving throws out of the way, PJ.
That assumption will not hold true. Once I start, this session's going to be minimums to the nines.
All right. Penny,
Minimums to the maximum.
Yeah. Maximum of the minimums.
All right. Penny, doesn't appear to be anybody in the room where the altar was. And as you look down both hallways, you're not seeing any motion.
Did we ever examine the room to the south of the
Nope.
cracked thing? No? Was that door open or closed?
Both those doors are closed.
The rats came under.
Okay, I will investigate this door, and
That's an art.
I'll investigate this door then.
All right. Seems to be a normal door.
I will open this normal door.
Mic off.
Are you opening the normal door?
Yeah, I said I will open this normal door.
All right.
I have positioned myself to fire into the room as needed.
I see. Looks like this might have been a rectory or a room, like a bedroom, like a little office. But, there's rat feces all over the floor. And the table, the chairs, they've all been destroyed and torn apart.
As the light source comes around the corner, I look back at them and hiss, and then move over here.
Is that an actual deep well hole kind of thing?
No, that's actually a torn up barrel.
Oh, gotcha.
No problem.
So I'm gonna look down this hallway. Ted, if I can actually get down here, I will get down here. And
You pass a door right there.
yeah,
Man.
All right.
I'm just checking down this corridor to see if there's anything left or right before we start opening more doors.
Give me that investigation check was for
The door.
doorway.
Up top.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
All right. You see nothing. Some rat bodies that are left and some char marks from a previous encounter.
What have you
Good
did?
times. Good times.
I'm gonna check out this door here to the left. If you want to go back to them while they investigate that room, go ahead. Do this. If you wanna more, so they can.
Are you investigating the door?
Yeah, I'm going to investigate that door while they're all looking at that room.
All right, go ahead.
I will investigate.
It seems like it's a normal door. It's not locked.
Can I just crack the door open slightly and peek inside? I don't want to like full on open it. Just stealthily open the door.
Go ahead and make a stealth check with
Mic
disadvantage.
off.
With disadvantage.
Powering off.
Oh, very nice. All right. So you pop the door open.
He's going to reveal like this little tiny layer mask.
And
You're
you
like, it's
see,
just a crack.
sitting on top of the table, 2 normal rats. And they don't seem to have noticed you.
Anything else that I can see in this room or no? There's nothing else I can see in this room, Ted. Just the 2 rats.
I'm not hearing you. Hang on.
Powering on.
you hear me
Charging
now?
battery. Mic
Sorry.
off.
Now my headset timed out on us. You're
Charging
okay.
battery.
Okay. Just besides the 2 rats, that's all I see in this room.
Yeah, there's a table that's got some refuse in it. There's a large, looks like a wicker basket with a lid off on the side, and junk. Looks like there might be bookshelves in here.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to eliminate the 2 rats very quickly and quietly.
All right. You just gonna try and pick them off before they move. You're gonna have surprise on them. They haven't noticed you at all. You rolled well, even with
Yeah, I will
disadvantage.
jump to dread ambush on both these guys.
All right, go ahead. We'll see how the die rolls go. Hits will be sufficient to kill them with your stats. One's dead. All right, so you creak the door open this wide. See, there's 2 rats in there. Pull with your bow, mark off 2 arrows, and snipe them both, one right after the other. They fall. All right, you hear some other squealing and scurrying from other parts of the room as you pick them off. And I'm not going to put you in initiative. Everybody's diving for cover and heading for rat holes, and there's more than you can kill.
Okay.
All right, do you step into the room?
I will creak the door open a little bit wider and look to that obscured area that I cannot see.
You see there are probably 3 or 4 more rats in this area, and you see little bare tails diving underneath different surfaces and stuff and heading for cover. And you're hearing them say, "Scram! It's one of the murderers!"
I will close the door.
Okay.
I got 2 of my 6 quota for the day.
Did I find anything in the room that I searched at?
Back here,
Yeah.
it was complete and totally trashed, to be honest with you. Everything that was in there, I mean, you're here about a minute and a half, and you realize this has been almost a latrine. There are rat feces every place. I mean, the floor is sticky.
This is a fascinating construct where at one point this was a divine location, but now it is simply a place for the defecation of the Society of Rats. If I had more time to do an ethnographic study, this would be great.
It's a defecating desecration.
Yes!
Penny, what are you checking?
That other door to the south.
Doesn't seem to be anything in there. I mean, doesn't
Okay,
seem to be locked or anything.
I'll attempt to stealthily open that door as well. Just peek in. I'll give you the stealth with. Oh, what's unfortunate too is I can't see the rolls, so if there's ever a 1, if you just want to re-roll that, Tad.
Yeah, I'll tell you to. You haven't had that happen yet.
Okay, all right.
There are rats in here, but they see you and start to scurry away. There's probably 10 or 12 of them. They're just normal rats. No, giant rats or anything. You open the door and they just take, well, hold it. You are in darkness, so you're technically invisible, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So you pop the door open, and they raise up, and they're smelling like, and they have advantage on smell, so they can sense that you're there, and they start to all scatter. But they're not, they're not attacking you. They're not forming a swarm. They're just taking off.
Okay, I'll close the door.
Okay.
And I'll... Go ahead.
There was a skeleton in the middle of the floor that's been picked clean.
Okay.
And that's about it. What else would you like to do?
I'll move to this door and take a look in a book. Reading Rainbow.
All right, go ahead. There is a faint green light emanating underneath the door.
It does not appear to be trapped or locked in any other way.
No.
I'll move back to the group. Alright, so guys, this room over here to the northeast of where I am right now, there's some rats and bookshelves in there. It mostly looks like shit. But if you guys want to go take a look, the rats don't appear to be hostile. They're just kind of scattered. There's another room to the southeast of here that, again, rats and a skeleton, nothing really hostile. I'm going to go check out this room just to the south of us, right next to where the queen was. And then all the way to the east, down this hallway, there's a room with some green light coming out of it. I didn't open that door. I figured Idris will definitely want to check that one out. It seems like his type of place. Something horrible is probably in there.
Yeah.
I will say the green light sounds promising as far as research goes.
Yeah, probably lots of arcane science in there. Maybe you should go open that door.
Okay.
I'm going to go look at this door real quick.
You come up... You come up to that door, and you remember being really thirsty as you stood in front of this door. And I need you to make another wisdom save.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, you're okay, Penny. So Penny, you put your hands on the door, and you're a little dizzy, and you really get this strong feeling of thirst. But you're able to sort of stave it off. Penny, you're at the door.
Delbert, I don't know if you can do that whole looking for Matt.
I'm sorry. Jenna Bink, you're at the door.
But what can I tell about the green glow?
That you can open the door and look at it. That's what.
He did. I'm gonna be somewhat cautious, but just a little bit.
What are you considering here?
I am considering looking at the green coloring and trying to decipher if it seems similar to any arcane science I am familiar with.
Give me an Arcana check, then.
Remember, touch it with your eyes.
Is that where Idris is?
Yes, it is.
You're not certain what this could be. It could just be a lens for light. Could be that they're burning some sort of copper-based element on the other side. Could be some sort of magical emanation. You're not certain.
Then it's all the more interesting, and I am going to open the door because Penny said I could.
Shut that down. You don't put witches on level 1, right? Yeah, I'm just saying.
When I hear the screams of death right now, I will probably regret that decision.
I'm basically standing in the intersection there, getting ready to head off in whichever direction I hear screaming first.
Away from or toward?
Ooh, depends how bad the screaming is.
Yes, it depends on how bad the screaming is.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Remember when those 46 rats came, Jenna? How do you feel about zombies? That's just what we want to know. You went in there with the uranium, the U-40 of rats.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jenna Bink walks up, pops the door open, and big rat.
So it's the oh God, we're all gonna die scream.
Rats. Big rats, and this big pile of greenish crystal sticking up out of the floor, and it looks like it's grown up out of the floor. It's like a mutation of the rock almost is emanating. All right, and thing one, you may make a wisdom save. a charisma save, or an intelligence save. Your choice.
I will be making
Oh,
an
here comes
intelligence
that
save.
sanity.
So to be fair, she's probably not screaming. It's probably more of a, well, that's interesting in a bad way.
And you want to look at the light. You just want to stare at it. It's so beautiful. But you manage to shake your head and twist your eyes away as these huge rats rear up, all right, and
Mic off.
bare their teeth. And
Mic off.
it's initiative time.
Look, all I'm going to say is, look, if it can make them get that big, just think what it can do for you.
Oh, no.
What? Why I got disadvantage
No.
rolling? Oh, am I still poisoned?
Yeah, it says you're still poisoned. That's
Oh,
fine.
I'll pull that off you. Don't worry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I was like, man, that lasts a long time. I'm meant to go drink that potion of vitality.
I'm gonna use an inspiration to reroll my initiative.
Catapult, push her in and close the door. Save yourself.
Yeah, catapult.
God damn!
It's time
That
to get
is-
that AI going.
Wow. Hang on.
You
Don't
know,
just gotta
if you were a halfling, you wouldn't have either of those problems right now.
What the hell, Fantasy Grounds? What the hell?
This is not Fantasy Grounds' fault. Oh,
This
that
is.
one?
Yes,
Yeah, double
two
ones.
ones. 2 ones.
Oh, hang on. Let me get off my drop. There you go. Oh, Jenna, you've taken my terrible rolling. Good luck to you. Let me know what your second character is. I recommend something taller, with bonus feats.
All right, are we done giving Jen a hard time or no?
Yeah,
I hope not, because it's
For
entertaining.
this round.
All right.
There's
So,
only so much you can say about that.
I'm hearing a lot of research in her future.
Penny,
Posthumous.
Jen, what did you say exactly? Oh my! This is it.
I said, oh, this is interesting in a bad way.
All right, Penny, you hear? Oh my goodness, this is interesting in a bad way. Right before we take our break.
Remember that discussion about bears?
That sounds about right.
The bears.
All right, we'll be back in 10. It's about 10 after 5. We'll be back about 20 after 5 while everybody, has a bio break. We'll see you soon.
Oh, big damn rat.
Always close the door, Jenna.
All right, folks, we are back. Thank you for hanging out and waiting for us.
Yeah, it's like 2 initiative.
We are about to determine, Jenna Bink's about to determine, or the DM's about to determine, those about to die, we salute you. All right, top of the order, Penny, you hear Jenna Bink say, well, that's interesting in a not so good way. What do you do?
Penny will move around this corner and attempt to see what good old Jenna Bink is referring to.
You have really no line of sight on anything. You can tell that there's something off at the edge of your line of vision, but if you try and draw a straight line to any of those targets, you're not going to be able to see them.
I'll use the remainder of my move. I get an additional 10 feet on the round to see if I can move up and see anything.
Once you do that, you start to see...
Looks like I have clear line to...
Yeah, you start to see them as you move in. You can see corners. Huge rat. All right, large-sized rat. Probably as big as a warthog, 350, 400 pounds worth of rat.
Well, that's unpleasant. Good job, Jenna, finding these. I will bonus action and put my hunter's mark on Big Damn Rat 15.
All right, very good. I thought I wanted to, when I was thinking about what I should name these guys for you before they were identified, I figured that was symbolically appropriate.
And I will take my shot at Big Damn Rat number 15.
Hold it, you ran out of move. You double moved up, didn't you?
No, I have 40 feet of move in my first turn.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
And then my second attack from Dread Ambush. Let me put this effect on myself. -2 advantage. Okay.
You take it out. 2 arrows, pin it to the wall. It drops. Jedabink, you're standing there, and all of a sudden you see one arrow whip over your shoulder and another arrow whip over your other shoulder, and they strike one in the shoulder and then one dead in the throat. And the rat collapses onto the stairs where it was crouching, bleeding out.
All right, Jenna, the rest are for you.
Idris, you hear Jedabink say, well, this is very interesting
Mic
and not a
off.
good way. And then you see Penny whip around the corner. And then you hear Penny say, all right, Jenna, the rest are for you. What would you like to do?
Idris kind of chuckles because it's not his fault. I do find this hilarious. 5. Oh, I'm trying to figure out the movement here. I'm not actually in a square. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I've got to really move to do that. I really don't feel like doing that. 5, 10, 15 open the door, 20, 25, 30. Then I'll go to my next... I'll do the other part of it. I'll move and open the door, step out so I can see what's going on here.
All right, you see a creature slump over, and there might be other creatures in there, but you don't have line of sight on them.
Okay, but something big.
Yeah, something big. It was probably, looks like at first you think it's like a wild boar or something. It's that big, and then you think, holy crap, that's a rat. It's a rodent of unusual size.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Those don't exist.
I'm going to go back here. I'm good. I'm done.
All right. Quickfoot is waiting for Delbert to go. Delbert, you're up.
Okay. Oh. I will travel to there. And I can't see anything. So that'll do.
Jumps to there. Misses.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who rolls ones.
If you were a halfling, you wouldn't have that problem.
And you feel pounced on. But you manage to stay on your feet. All right. That could have been much worse, Jen.
I lived through a round. Woo!
So they've got these long, sharp claws as rats, right? And they come forward, and one of them rakes you and snaps its teeth, and you batter away with your shield. And the other one comes in and it rakes you, and you drop your head, and your helmet protects you from the damage. And then it goes to bite you again, and you feel pressure on your armor as it sort of compresses, but it holds the damage off, and you shrug them off, pushing with your warhammer. What would you like to do?
I am going to disengage by kind of somersaulting over Catapult.
So you withdraw, you use your action to withdraw.
I am. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to instruct Catapult to kick their butts.
All right. Catapult, please do.
So, boop-a-doo. Boop-a-doo. Good enough. Good enough.
Catapult successfully tears on the rat. He seems made for this this action.
He kind of is. This is excellent.
All right. Penny, you're up. Two huge rats. Huge rats. Nothing but, teeth and claws.
I will, taking Catapult's lead, shoot at the big damn rat, number 8. -2.
I assume you're going to use your bonus action to move your hunter's mark?
Yeah.
All right. Arrow slams into it. So, fortunately, these don't seem resistant to your arrows. These slam right into them. They're just huge, huge rats.
Okay. And then I will use the remainder of my move to go behind these fine folks for tactical squishiness.
Idris, what would you like to do?
All right, I'm watching everybody back up. I'm going to spend 10 feet to stand out here. I'm going to fire a Eldritch Blast at the damaged guy there.
All right. We're going to call that -2 cover.
I will accept.
All right.
All right, big damn rat. Taking it
Nice
and
hit.
liking it. All right. And this is just a regular D10. And he dies.
And he goes down.
Boom. All right, and then I use 10 more feet to come back. Oh, that's not my... Nope, get on my spot, midgets. Go back to where you were. 10 feet, back. And I'm done.
All right. Quickfoot's hanging. Delbert.
Magic missile.
The darkness.
Well, I can see the edge of the
It's a
can,
meme.
yes.
damn rat number 7, so
Wouldn't him hitting you be attacking the darkness?
Three glowing balls streak from your fingertips and strike it in the forehead, chest, and shoulder. It shakes his head as blood flies from the wounds. The rat attacks Catapult, striking it with a bite, and then claws, and strikes it with the claws. Jenna Bink.
Did Catapult take any damage?
Should have. 13 points.
Because its hit points are all messed up now.
Oh, hold it. Catapult? Wow, what the fuck happened there? That's bizarre.
Right?
Yeah, that's just weird. What's Catapult's hit points?
That's what I'm looking at now.
14.
Con mod, hit mod, 5 times. 15 plus 2 plus 4 is 21. 21.
All right, that was bizarre.
Yeah.
All right, total damage taken by catapult was 17.
Okay, so it's still up.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
All right.
So I'm going to move back up a little bit since obviously no one else is going to be bold. And I'm going to cast... I'm just going to go for an acid splash on it. Did I just target myself somehow?
Yes, I believe you did.
Oh, no.
No, you
No,
got
it-
saved.
It's
Your
saved,
DC is all. Your DC is wrong though. It's all jacked up.
Yeah, my DC is all jacked up. Oh, I remember. Yeah, so it actually failed
Okay,
because
well,
it's a DC 15.
Right.
Yeah. And I do a whopping 1 point of damage. Yay. But then it's Catapult's turn, and Catapult gets to rip into it.
All right. And fix your DCs on your spells, Jen.
I will.
Catapult
It
hits.
doesn't like Artificer.
Oh, I thought it was Interfacer.
And fix your damage type on catapult too, Jen. Where are you at?
I did fix the damage type.
It says
What the hell?
untyped. It says untyped.
What the frag?
We need you to teach you how to do the interface again, Jen.
No, like literally, I'm looking at the interface now. It says Force.
Go ahead.
God damn it.
The meta.
I'm
is the
done.
same
I'm
as the
done with my
in-game.
turn. I am done with all of the verbal abuse.
Thank you, Jen. I really appreciate that. It's an excellent round for you. Penny?
I'll take another shot. Actually, I'll move up and take another shot because why not? Why not move through these people and do really dumb stuff? All right, double bonus action. Move it on Big Damn Rat number 7 and take a shot.
You hit.
Wow, nice min damage. And that's me.
All right.
All right. He's not looking good at all. All right. He drops down on one knee and he pushes himself back up and he growls. There's saliva and blood running from its mouth. Idris.
Well, he won't have to worry about that long. I step out and I'm like, "Pow!" And wow, hit him. I was not expecting that. That's with the -2. Nice.
Yeah, that's their AC. They're big natural armored critters. And it goes down.
Boom. And I'm like, there you go.
All right. Catapult comes back to Genevieve, coils around your legs, and makes a sound like a chainsaw as it purrs.
I will cast Mending on it until it is healthy.
All right. And you all hear as it heals. All right, what are we doing, folks?
I'm going to go investigate the bright glowing green stuff.
Well, first you're healing your cat, so
That's true. That takes... Let's see how many minutes that takes.
Penny.
Delbert, can you come look at this door? It's like every time I stare at this door, I feel like I'm getting more thirsty than like a 13-year-old Thonian during the summer festivals.
Sure, I'll come take a look.
All right, you meant this door here, right?
Yeah, I'll point to it from a distance where I don't feel thirsty.
Do I feel thirsty?
Go ahead and give me a save, please.
Just any save I wanted to give, or
Yeah, you actually, it's a wisdom save, excuse me.
I feel fine.
All right, yeah, you're thirsty for a second. You really feel like, damn it, there's something wrong, and then you're okay.
Okay.
Can you do any like of the stuff where you look to see if there's magic or see if what's causing that?
Yeah. Detect magic.
All right, go right ahead. All right. First thing you have to do is you have to cast a perception check because of the constant background radiation of magic from the dungeons of Castle Blackmoor, right? You've got that black stone. So you have to cast a perception check to kind of get through it, but go ahead.
Boom. And you need a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you see it looks like necrotic energy emanating kind of from the wall and the floors here. So, give me an Arcana check just to connect some pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking maybe something died in here and maybe they died of thirst. But that's a sort of, with the necrotic energy and what you felt and what Penny felt, you think that's what's going on.
Okay.
And there is a alteration magic on the door also. And that looks like, based on your Arcana roll, that there might be an arcane lock on this door.
Okay. So, it's pretty clear something died here of thirst, and
Mic off.
and then someone else wizard locked the door. Probably we don't want to go in there.
But there could be glowing green rocks in there. I mean, this would be perfect
Mic
for Jenna
off.
to see what's going on in there.
There's probably arcane science in there or something.
Jenna, you hear that conversation just as you finish healing up.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy to investigate
Catapult.
because clearly it's something interesting, but I do have the glowing green rocks that I have to investigate first. So I will add it to the queue of possible research subjects.
Totally missed all
Okay.
these books in this other room, you know. I go back in that room and start checking it out. It seems the safest.
So 4 minutes. It took me 4 minutes to heal up Catapult.
Okay. That's about how long it took to investigate the door. Now, Delbert, you still have that detect magic up, right? That's good for 10 minutes. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to do with it?
I will come into the rat room and
Yeah, come into the Barnes and Noble
look
and check it out.
around.
All right. There doesn't seem to be... Well, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any... and always put your skill checks in a tower. But there doesn't seem to be any additional emanations other than just that constant background alteration magic you see from the Black Rock. So there doesn't seem to be anything magical in here. And room smells damp and musty. And it looks like, there's piles of mildewed and rotted parchment and paper and books all around.
Okay.
All right.
They said
And
books.
I'll slide on down here into the Green Rock room.
So I was going to the Green Rock room next. Tad, it's your judgment as to whether that happens before or after Delbert gets there.
You can walk in before he does.
Okay, then I would totally do so.
All right.
What shall I be rolling?
What are you doing?
I'm going to look at it first and try to determine if I can suss anything out of its initially.
Well, Jen, here's the thing. You already saw it and made a saving throw, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, so you can go ahead and just go ahead and make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Okay, I will do so before I touch it.
You aren't quite certain what this is. You think extraplanar emanation, maybe, but you're not certain.
Well, it is green and not blue, which is a different emanation of wavelength from what the coot normally uses to influence things. So I'm going to have Catapult pick up some of it in its mouth.
Wow, man, using it like a 10-foot pole.
it's all embedded in the floor. It's an organic growth. He would have to break it out, Catapult. You're going to have Catapult try and break a piece loose?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a strength check for Catapult.
What do I see with my detect magic?
You walk through the door just as this happens, and go ahead and give me... Catapult can't move it. Go ahead and give me your choice. Charisma, Intelligence, or Wisdom save.
Okay.
You look at it, all right, and it's alteration magic, and it's pulsing, and there's bands rotating up and down it, and you see, like, inside of the crystal, that sign, and it's almost like an eye looking out at you, and you feel sort of a presence poking into your mind, and you push it back and away. It's that same sort of discipline thing you did when you first heard the voice, that voice when you were in the moon tower, remember? And you said, well, let's just have to resist this with structured thought. I can do it. You do the same thing here.
Okay.
Completely resist it.
All right.
And you see that pulsing symbol down within it.
Yeah, you probably don't want to touch that.
Do you know what it is?
It's got that symbol, a symbol that looks like this, and
Oh, that one.
I'll show her the eye symbol.
Okay.
Do we know the names of these symbols?
I've been making them transparent, so yeah, you do.
Okay.
So, they should be.
So it has the Valanth symbol, whatever the hell Valanth is. Maybe it's a realm. Maybe it's a connecting realm.
Probably a person or something.
Well, we did see that symbol in deep red in the fountain. So there is some kind of connection, but we haven't seen it, to my knowledge, in any of the fauna and flora.
While they're talking back and forth, I'm going to shoot at it.
So the symbol in the fountain was clearly connected to water somehow.
Hold it. PJ, you're shooting at it with what?
My Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead.
I watched Catapult terrible at strength checking it, so I'm going to try and blast it off with some force.
All right. It absorbs it.
It just backs away.
This one looks crystally, so maybe it's connected to Earth.
Delbert, you see when the bolt hits it, all right, you see the Eldritch Blast fired over top of it. The Eldritch Blast hits it, and it just absorbs it. It just takes it and pulses it down as a ring. It's almost like it sucked the magic in and fed it someplace.
Oh, it's absorbing magic.
I'm going to go down here while they're all playing with the horrible Death Rock.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with Penny. What are you doing, Penny?
I'm just going to go down here and see if this hallway connects.
You are looking off into the hallway. Give me an investigation check.
All right, investigation. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Mic off.
All right, so you see that there is an archway up here in the rubble, and the rubble's sloping, and there's probably a room on the other side that's joining this, but it's pretty much plugged with rubble. I'm going back to the other players.
Okay.
All right. Idris backs away. Delbert sees the magic absorbed and says it's absorbing magic. Jenna-Bink, you have an action. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast acid Splash on it.
All right, go ahead.
Can I assume that it fails the Dex save?
It fails its dex save. Go ahead and give me a arcane science check. Yeah, acid doesn't seem to affect it.
Mic off.
What do you think, Delbert? I mean, so I'm very tempted, I have to admit, to touch it, but like I have this voice in my head, and it sounds remarkably like Penny that says, "Don't touch it, you'll get us all killed." But what do you think? What do you think? I mean, research-wise,
I'm inclined to agree with Penny about not touching the penny in your head.
Touch it.
As far as not touching it, because
All of it. Just rolling
it
it.
doesn't look safe. Looking at it with
It's totally safe. He's just
my
trying to keep you
magical
down.
senses tingling. It doesn't look safe.
What does Wizards know anyway? If he knew things, he would be like you.
This is a very deep stairwell over here.
Oh, are you looking down the stairwell?
Yeah, it's the first chance I got close to one without it
Perception
smelling.
check.
All right.
Well, there's a big dead rat there, and there's blood
Oh,
pooling
my bad.
down.
So I got it. Sorry, it's the first one. Don't worry about it.
Okay. In the tower, folks, on skill checks, please.
Mic off.
You,
Yeah, I accidentally clicked it.
You smell. It smells kind of nasty down there, kind of fecund. So, all right. So, Jen, are you touching it?
Mic off.
there are
Mic
books.
off.
I'm gonna go look at the books. Clearly, the levels in this dungeon don't change when we come back. So I'm gonna go look at the books for now. Yes.
All right. So I see that as your hand comes out, and you're like, "I'll go look at the books." Yes.
I'm gonna go look at the books.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go investigate the room with the books.
Okay.
Your call, baby doll.
Everybody, insight check.
Including me.
No, not you. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Well, and not Jenna Bink, but that's okay. This is an insight check on Jenna Bink.
Oh, well.
She's acting out of character.
Delbert, she really was tempted. Like, oh my God. You actually thought she was just going to grab it and hug it.
You should break off a piece and bring it to her. She'd really like that.
So, PJ, are you saying this out loud, or is this
It's totally in there.
Oh, okay. So you're like doing that stage
It's not
voice.
even. Yeah, it's not even something. Just stand in the back, like you should totally touch it.
Okay, very good. So, Delbert, you hear Idris coaching her, trying to talk her into it, and she almost did. And now he is, attempting to influence you in the same way. What are you guys doing?
Like I said, I've rolled my investigation. I'm trying to find any literature left in these books that are obviously moldy and destroyed.
All right, so you're going through this. Very good.
Correct.
All right. All right. What are Delbert and Idris doing? And Penny, you've had enough time to come back if you want.
Okay, I'm
Mic off.
actually going to start moving due north.
Okay.
But you can tell me how far I can get whether they're all doing this.
Mic off.
Okay.
Idris, are you okay? Are you feeling a fake news attack coming on?
No, I'm just really interested in seeing what the green crystal does to small creatures. I mean, if it can make rats that big, just imagine how tall she could be, and then we'd all have to look up to her. There'd be no more short jokes. It's a win-win.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
There are 2 doors in this room, guys.
Oh shit! Yeah, we've been standing there this whole time. There's another door. As I turn my character, I'm like, "Holy shit! Did you see that door?"
Can we get to that door without touching the?
Oh yeah, it's right over here in the corner. It's totally like right next to us.
Oh, I was looking.
You were talking
Where's
about
it?
that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that door, yeah.
Might require a little bit of dexiness.
Well, does this one even have a door? It looks like an archway.
That one does not. It's an archway. You can just walk right in.
Oh, look at that, Delbert. That's an easy win.
Looks
Okay.
like there was a door, but the door has been destroyed, and this room's been torn apart relatively recently. You think, Jedabink, you're going through stuff, and you think. Go ahead and give me a straight up intelligence check to go with your investigation check. Hang on, let me see your investigation check. Oh, forget it. All right, forget it. Yeah, this was probably a rectory, probably a library for a priest of Saquin, and you can see the table's been destroyed, books have been pulled off, most of it's damaged. Going through it, there's probably 10 or 15 different scrolls and texts that are salvageable, but for the most part, everything's been destroyed, and they seem to all be religious texts. All right.
I'll grab them because they could be
Mic
useful
off.
to someone, even though they're not necessarily useful to me.
All right, so you're going to grab what books you can and stack them over on that table or wherever just to get them organized?
Well, I'm going to take them with me.
Take them with you? Okay, good enough.
How close did Jenna get to the crystals?
She was within 5 feet of it. She almost touched it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I would say I was within inches of it.
Okay.
And,
I was like-
and
Yeah. I know how to open the door, Delbert.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to start blasting it with Eldritch Blast and see if it gets sucked into the crystal or if it'll let it keep going.
Are you targeting the door?
Yeah.
You can eventually burn down the door, no problem at all.
Ooh,
The
yeah.
Elder Blast can only target people.
All right, so Penny, you start to hear Eldritch Blast going off. Are you doing anything different?
Yeah, I guess I'll head back and see what they're doing.
You just hear from the back, Booyaka! Booyaka!
Hadouken!
Yeah.
I too will rejoin that room in case there's bad things going.
Whoa, 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 Miss, I don't want to touch anything. This is arcane science research happening up in here. And I go and I grab the table from the other room that the rats were on, and I prop it up against the crystal so you can kind of slide by and get in there without touching them.
All right, so which room are you going to? Say that again, PJ. What are you doing?
Arcane science, that's what I'm doing. I'm going back into the room that has all the busted books. I'm grabbing that big old table that the rats were standing on.
Uh-huh.
I'm putting it against the crystals so you don't touch them, so they're covered, and go slide into the doorway that way.
All right, that'll give you an advantage on your athletics check or your acrobatics check.
All right, cool. Let me take off my armor before I do that.
You're taking off your armor? Where's my
Yeah.
wandering monster book? Okay.
Go for it. Yeah, I don't think this rolls in. Wait, is athletics impacted by the armor?
No.
No? Okay. Then I'll just roll it straight. I thought it was. It's not like stealth. Okay. Getting my additions mixed up. Sounds like a solid hidden number roll right now.
I am astutely watching as Idris attempts this feat.
Yeah, he's it's a little bit of leverage, a little bit of geometry.
Did you roll that with advantage?
Oh, I did not. Do you want me to throw another one in there?
Yeah, because you the
Oh,
table,
the table.
helps you. Jesus, dude. All right, so
Jesus can't come to this plane right now. Leave a message and he'll get back to you in 2,000 years.
all right, so
Assisting another call.
I didn't need to touch it because you're going to do it for me.
he puts the table up against it. He's like, I got this. He turns around, steps through the doorway, puts his hand on as he steps through the door to keep his balance, and give me a charisma save. Have you missed a check yet?
I don't know. I was somebody's bitch, so I don't know if I had to make a check technically.
Yeah, so you did. Yeah, you missed one. Do you have any missed a saving throw versus the darkness checks on your character sheet
Let me check the
in your
notes.
notes?
Oh, Touched by Evil?
Yeah,
Yeah. I was on that show.
excellent. Pick your save.
Oh,
And
I'm
make
taking
it-
the best save.
Make it with disadvantage.
Oh, totally got this. Watch this. You're going to see double 20s on this bad boy. Y'all ready? This is where it comes through. Yellow dice. Booyaka.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. You see him start to disappear into the crystal. All right, you see him start to get pulled into it. All right, very much like my arm's doing right now. All right, you see him start to get pulled into it. All right, and he starts to scream. All right, and he puts his hands on either side, and he pushes himself back out. His hands out there, and he's like, "Would you like to request help from your friends to help pull you out of this, PJ?"
Sure, I'm like this. I'm like, yeah.
All right. Is anybody going to assist him?
Catapult, fetch.
Catapult bounces forward, grabs his arm, and pulls. PJ, make a strength check with advantage.
Oh, man, hey.
All right. You are not getting sucked any farther. You're not getting out. Is anybody else going to help?
Oh,
So what's happening is you're feeling it suck you, pull you
I'll
in.
I'll burn the inspiration to reroll that.
Okay. All right. You're good. You pull yourself out with the help of Catapult. Catapult pulls you out on the floor. And you are...
I was looking to see if there was anything else that I could do magically to help, but no.
I was waiting to see if he was going to get absorbed into death before I tried to help.
Oh, I would totally be haunting people for like the entire rest of the game.
I know.
That shit would be epic. I'd be like, what?
So, thank you, Idris, for doing arcane science for me.
Told you.
Idris, you're shaking. All right, you're just shaking. All right, there's just this cold, hollow feeling inside of you. All right, and you something wanted you, something needed you, something felt that you would be an ideal protector of the spaces between things. Something felt like you needed to be part of all the wonderful things that are here underneath the city. And it really wanted to bring you into its own.
I turned to everybody and I'm like, hey, I think I got a recruitment offer.
Another one?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, how many loyalties can I hold at once? Got one for each finger. Kiss the rings.
All right.
It seems like Idris is very popular. Again, I am baffled how entities, not just females, but like divine and otherwise entities keep asking him for things. What is wrong with the construction of the world that intelligence is not the prime metric for acceptance and stuff?
I'm just a nexus for the rest of us.
Quickfoot says, Jenna, you could always touch the stone and you could see if you get the same offer.
It is baffling.
Yeah. But research doesn't lie. And market research here has said deities prefer Idris 3-1 over Jenna.
Jenna, you're right. It makes no sense to me either. I don't get it. So, all right. Catapult, by the way, I'm sorry, Jen. Catapult, by the way, although it doesn't have a steel tongue to lick, makes the cat licking gesture against the side of Idris's head, banging it with his chin. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Since I am smaller, would it be easier for me to access that side room?
It is a straight athletics or dexterity check with advantage with the table in the way.
Size doesn't matter when you roll a 1.
I will attempt. Well, can we see what's in the other room generally?
You can actually see a chest.
Hey, Penny! There's a chest over here. We can't get to it. We need someone small and dexterous like you.
You hear from the side of the room,
Well played.
Are you still shooting stupid magic at the big rock thing?
No. The magic is done. We saved Idris because he was stupid and touched the green thing. I didn't. It wasn't my fault this time. But if you would come here, I'm sure that you could get to this chest with lots of good stuff in it.
It's probably just horribly trapped, and we're all going to die when we touch it. But I'll come over here and take a look, because why not?
That could be said for the whole dungeon.
Correct.
Yeah, there's a chest in there.
Probably horribly trapped, and we're all going to die.
There's gonna be like wizard robes in there, and I'm gonna be like, burn it when you take it out. I'm gonna be like, that's what you get.
Jen, I thought you were really good at looking for that kind of stuff. Didn't you tell me you were much better at finding things than I was?
Penny,
Me?
Penny, you were making a perception check, right? Is that what you wanted to do?
No. I was talking to Jenna. Jenna, didn't you say you were much better at like finding stuff than I was?
Well, normally, I am better at identifying the things within a room that are important, but you are much better at noticing when things are about to kill you for us. So we all have our strengths.
Yeah, this whole room right here, this whole area, looks like it wants to kill us.
Okay, that's good to know. So, but either I go into the room and almost die because I'm not very, I'm not very dexterous, or you can go into the room and not anywhere near die because you are amazing.
You know, flattery will get you everywhere, Jenna, but typically not with me.
But there's a chest. It's right there. I know you love those things. They give you money, and money for some reason makes you feel happy and validated.
Does anybody have a rope?
Yeah, I got a lot of it.
In fact,
Give
we
me that
do.
rope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a lasso and attempt to throw it around the chest.
All right, step up, get close. It's a tough angle. Give me an intelligence check.
Sure.
If you get on your hands and knees and crawl along the floor, there's no danger of you touching the crystal.
Oh, okay. I will still create a lasso
Okay.
and attempt to throw it around the chest.
Wow, Penny is so distrustful that it like transfers to the out of character. Amazing.
Go ahead and make a to hit roll.
All right, like just a range attack.
Yeah.
All right.
You throw it, and the thing that's obvious to you is it's up against the wall, and there's no crack to get the rope around. All right, in this far right-hand corner.
Mic off.
So over here, it's absolutely snug against the wall. There's no way to get
Mic
the rope
off.
around it.
The only crack is the one you've got to crawl through to get to it.
Hey, Delbert, you got that mage hand thing?
I do have a mage hand thing.
Okay. Can you mage hand this crowbar in between that chest and the wall?
Actually, I don't have mage hand, but I do have unseen servant carrying this lantern.
Okay, can you go have the unseen servant go put this crowbar between that chest and the wall?
Sure.
And I'll tie a rope to said crowbar and then pull it from the wall once the unseen servant does that.
Yeah. And I'll do that. I'll have the unseen servant grab the
unseen servant
crowbar and stick it in there and torque on it, trying to pull it away from the ball.
The unseen servant has a strength of 2.
Yeah, no, the unseen servant's not going to be able to pull it, but I just wanted to put it in the crack between the chest and the wall.
Oh, all right. I see
sure.
what you're doing.
And then we will pull it out, and then that will create the gap for me to throw my lasso around it.
All right, I'll go with that. That's cool.
What? Why not just have the unseen servant put the rope around the chest for us?
Idris is like,
That's too easy.
Because there's no gap between the
Right,
chest
but
and
it does the crowbar thing first. But why do you have to make a lasso? Why not just?
Okay,
Idris
yeah.
is like, if Penny could
right.
fit through there crawling, so could you, Jenna. You could
Once
just
I get
go
it-
in there.
Once I get a rope around it, here, you strong people, just pull this out. I'm going to go stand over here now. Look, I solved your
right.
thing.
So the unseen servant gets the crowbar in place. You're gonna lasso it. You're gonna do it eventually. You pull it enough so it creeps out. Then either you or the unseen servant are gonna put the lasso around it, and then everybody's gonna pull it out, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So the worst thing that happens is it bonks off against the table. You pull the chest out into the room.
Okay.
Cool.
Penny, the chest is here now. Do you want to come back and open it for us?
Well, why don't you take a look at it first, see if there's any death things on it.
I don't have my piton of magic detection right now.
But I thought you're really good at investigating that kind of stuff and looking at mechanical and all that things.
Fine. Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna investigate the damn chest.
Go right ahead. Everything's fine. No traps.
Okay.
Is it even locked?
I'm going to open the chest.
It's got a lock.
It's locked. I don't do that thing.
And by the way,
Use your hammer.
how are you trying to open the chest? You just grabbing the padlock and trying to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to lift it up.
Constitution saving throw, please.
A Constitution throw.
It's fine.
Yeah, you got this. It's not like it's going to suck you into another
fine.
dimension and make you a warden.
Ow! You look down and you've got this jab mark in your palm, and you feel a little bit queasy, and you only take. You only take 8 points of damage.
Hey, Penny, she found a trap. She did real good.
Yeah, I found a trap. And
You said it wasn't trapped.
That she was only using her eyes at that point, touching it with her eyes. She touched it with her hands this time.
Does the trap
One
look
of-
like it's reset, Ted?
No, it does not. It looks like when she tried to pick the lock, she popped a needle out that jabbed her in the palm.
All right, I will attempt to open the lock.
Go right ahead.
within academia, I have noticed that there are certain specializations, and lock picking, detection of traps are not something I do because I do not have the level of skepticism apparently that Penny does.
You're standing there with, a little stinging in your palm, feeling a little queasy, rubbing your palm. And Penny walks up, takes out a lockpick, looks you straight in the face as he's talking to you, pops it loose, removes it sideways, and opens. You open the chest?
Well, no, I do not. I step
Okay.
back and go, the chest is there for you to open now.
Yeah, I'm like, isn't the entire scientific method about not believing in things and testing hypotheses? How's it different?
Mic off.
I kick the chest open while Penny is still next to me.
Ooh. All right. There are, looks like a case of crossbow bolts, a hand crossbow, purse, whole bunch of vials,
Purse? Oh, you mean a merce?
like a purse, like a belt purse, and a whole bunch
Ooh.
of vials.
I'm going to pick up the hand crossbow. Well, this looks nice.
Hey, Delbert, you might want to do another ritual for 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's actually two cases. You pull up one and it's got 20 bolts in it, and you pull up another one and it's got 10 really interesting bolts in it.
Mm.
So,
Yep.
Okay.
Fire up the glowy eyes.
what was that, Delbert?
Maybe we should move away from the glowy crystal thing first and find someplace safe to be before we do that. But sure, I'll take a look.
What if the green glowy thing has symbols like the fountain?
So are you picking up the satchel?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
I'll take a look inside the satchel.
So the satchel's got 4 different gems in it, a couple pieces of hematite, a couple pieces of azurite, and there are 6 little flasks in there.
Mic off.
And there's 3 flasks separately and the other just sitting there loose, but there's 6 in here.
Okay. Okay. It has gems in it. I'll pull them out, show them. Want to take a look, Penny?
Hey, I'll take
See
a
what
look.
they're
At all this.
worth? Maybe?
I'll investigate all this stuff that's in here.
All right, so the hematite and the azurite are just well-made discs. The gems have been cut along the normal planes of cleavage, and they are probably worth about 10 gold pieces each. The one set of crossbows, the 10 of them, are really, really, really well made, and the point on the end of them is shaped like a rat's snout and a rat's head. All right, so the end of the shaft, where the arrowhead would be on a crossbow bolt, is made that way. And then there's just some normal crossbow bolts, and they're both well made crossbow bolts and crossbow, but they're not exceptional. There are 6. There are 6 flasks in the satchel. Those you think are antitoxin when you look at them. All right, and you'll probably want somebody else to confirm it. There are also in the bottom of the chest 2 matched carved bone statuettes, and they basically, the pillars that you guys passed through and those creatures came out of them. They kind of look like that, only they're smaller in scale.
Look like the creatures, look like the pillars.
Look like the pillars. And then there is 3 other bottles, and 2 of them smell a little peppery and nasty, and one of them has this viscous yellowish liquid in it. Pair of short
Jenny,
shorts too.
I don't know. These look like antitoxins, and this other stuff, I don't know what it is. You wanna take a look at this stuff? You know more about this viscous, weird science fluids than I do.
Well, Delbert's really smart. Maybe Delbert should look at them.
All right, I can do that. Sure.
Here you go,
Delbert,
Delbert.
you're getting a vote of confidence.
I thought Jenna would have been interested in this. It's like arcane science or something, but...
Oh, I'm very interested in it, and Delbert is an excellent assistant. I'm sure he'll do an excellent job.
Jenna, what's wrong, Jenna?
I want to go back just 3 hours when we said yet.
Jenna inspiration.
Fear is the mind killer. I'll look at Jim Bink when I say it.
Boom,
I'll
and there's the
start casting.
backhanded comment I called 3 hours ago.
Jenna, you want a good berry before these things start to go bad?
Delbert, what are you doing?
Sure. I'll take one of your damn berries. I mean, good berries.
I'm gonna cast Identify.
On what?
The potions.
Potions you can actually, with an Arcana check, you can figure out what they are. You don't have to use a...
Then I shall do that.
All right. Make an Arcana check. You got 2 vials of basic poison, 6 vials of antitoxin, and 1 potion of diminution, you think.
Okay. Right on.
And also there's some gold, some electrum, and a bunch of copper. Surprisingly, no silver.
Probably because of the were-rats.
Is Idris still poisoned?
Idris is. It's a poisoned
Only
effect.
mentally.
It's a poisoned effect. He's not physically poisoned.
Okay.
Will the antitoxin get rid of that?
Not in this
Does
case.
he need it is really
Yeah.
the question.
Can I do a medicine check on Idris to figure out
Yes, you
what
can.
the longevity of that is?
Yes, you can. Go right ahead.
Or as I like to call it, a research medicine check.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Jedabink, he is... There's not a physical reason for this. All right, you're not seeing there's no discoloration around his gums. His eyes aren't bloodshot. There's, his body temperature seems to be normal. He's not running a fever, but he's shivering. He's cold. And when you look down into his eyes, there's the faintest at the back of his pupils, all right, in the backside. So when you hold a little bit of light up there, there's this faintest flickering green energy in the back of his eyes and the back of his retina. So it's not it's a magical effect of some sort.
Idris angry.
Nice.
So having observed it for a few minutes, can I tell if there's any diminishing effect of it? Like, do I think if he sleeps, it's going to be okay, or...
That's the only shot you've got at this point. I mean, you could try. You don't have magic sufficient to try and take care of it.
Right.
So
I think, Idris, you were dumb to touch the green thing, and I was smart to not touch the green thing, so as long as we're clear on that.
I'm sorry, I can't take advice from someone who would willingly give up research to a Wizards Cabal member. I mean, that really just drops your standing in the academic community. I mean, come on. I mean...
Oh, I'm not giving up research to the Wizards Cabal. The difference here is that Delbert, as far as I have so far witnessed, does not, write academic papers. He is much more interested in this, warrior wizard thing. So I think I'm safe in that regard. And being my assistant is much more expedient in that regard.
They're saying you can't write, Delbert. I mean, I've seen you write. You write some pretty amazing things. But anybody can write a research paper.
He does have some excellent poetry.
Right? Am I right? You right?
But a good technical research paper takes a certain amount of science. And I don't know that Delbert really appreciates science, especially the hard science that involves, things like Smith's tools. Do you even know what Smith's tools are, Delbert? Do you know what an awl is? No, you don't, because I know all these things. And regardless, Idris, I have no idea what's wrong with you, but resting might help.
So you and Delbert actually studied together because you were two of the highest performing students in the University of Blackmoor, right? And Delbert, from that experience, is all about praxis. He is all about the application of magic in a real physical environment, and he is not interested in the same way, correct me if I'm wrong, Delbert, with abstractions. It's all about application. So.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So.
You can still write papers on applications.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more practical application, whereas she's more theoretical.
And I'm all hands on. I just did some science. I just scienced the shit out of that crystal. I touched it on mistake. I found out people want a piece of the Idris man, and I was like, not today, my friends, because Mr. Catapult needs me more, and he pulled me out, and I was like, that's what we're going to do. Me and you, Mr. Catapult. We're going to go off.
No. Catapult is my friend. He is not your friend.
Genevieve,
it isn't science until you write it down.
Genevieve and Delbert, it occurs to you that there's a fair chance that Idris is rambling. Could be part of the magical effect he's under.
I think we need to take a step back.
Idris
go to
steps
town, recharge, and come back another day. I feel like we've hit the point where we need a break from this chaos.
Do you guys want to, there's the other room right off of here. There's a couple other rooms. Do you want to search them, or do you want to head right out?
You guys mind if I take these poisons, too?
Oh,
Go for it.
I think a wiser option would be to distribute. Are you talking about, okay, out of character, are you talking about actual poisons? Like, did we find poisons?
They're actual poison.
Yeah, we found actual.
Okay, that's fine. I thought we were talking about the antitoxins.
No, I don't care about the antitoxin. I put poison in people. I don't take it out.
That's probably fine. I mean, it goes with your MO, as you like to say.
I feel like if you take the poison, you should at least take one of the antitoxins, just in case you poke yourself or something.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So I'll hand him one of those as well. I think we should go and go back to the surface.
Wasn't there another door that Penny wanted me to open?
Sure.
But Delbert looked at it, and it's weird. Like, every time you stand in front of it, you get real thirsty. And Delbert surmised from his arcane science, or just arcane whatever stuff, that there was probably somebody that died in there that was real thirsty.
So, in other words, Delbert, you had a hypothesis, but you didn't test it yet?
Ooh, those are fighting research words. Dueling theories. I think, Jenna, you should touch that door. Prove him wrong.
Be careful, there's a little bit of alteration magic.
Oh yeah, it's locked
to this
too.
door.
Yeah, it's got an arcane lock too that you identified, Delbert.
Oh, if it has an arcane lock, I can't do anything about it. So I guess even my touching it wouldn't be useful.
What are the walls made out of? The black rock? Or just regular stone?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What are the walls made out of? The black rock or the regular stone?
Sometimes it's a black rock, sometimes it's not. What you're seeing a lot of is like a normal stone laid over top of the black rock.
Like a facade.
Right.
Or a veneer.
You know, in a lot of these cases, we could just Kool-Aid man the shit out of these walls and
That's what the Idris man is thinking.
yeah. Perhaps next time we come down here, we should bring some mining tools like pickaxes.
Or force blasts that shoot out of people's hands.
What is the Kool-Aid Man? Is that some kind of like local folklore that I'm not familiar with?
Oh, yeah.
It's dwarven.
Oh, yeah.
It's dwarven for bull rush.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I understand now. Thank you.
All right, so we heading up to the surface. Is that the plan then?
Yeah, we can get a talking to by those old elves.
I think so. I think it's a good idea.
All right. So you guys form up and head to the surface?
Yes.
All right. Let me dispense the last of your experience points. You had one other encounter.
Oh, 2, right? Then we have the spiders and the rats.
Already did
He
that.
got that already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not down to meet a Wendigo today, so
Oh, no, I got to do the spiders and the big damn rats. So.
Ooh.
And the 2 regular rats. I'll take my 20 experience there.
All right.
might be the difference.
Yeah, that 20 experience for the regular rats, you know.
Yeah, that'll put you almost to the 2,700. By almost 800. I mean, 600.
All right,
No,
you
we're
guys.
getting close.
Yep.
That's what I said when I
could
got
just
past
aggro
those
everything.
crystals.
So, all right. So, same time next week, everybody, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to be going back up to the surface, back up to Blackmoor City itself. And one last thing we're going to do before we head out here is, we have a roll we need to make. All right. So let's start at the top there. Jedabink, do you want to talk at all about what your experience was and what Jedabink feels out of the day?
So Jenna Bink is feeling like we went from "yay, we're all a team" to nope. I mean, let's just see who dies and how this goes. So there was some eroding of the corrosion of the team, in her opinion. So she is again feeling like Catapult is her only friend, and is incredibly irritated at Idris to in any way imply that Catapult has any connection to him.
Physical.
Penny. Let's talk about what Penny went through today and where Penny's at.
Penny thinks it was a relatively successful day. Nobody almost died for the most part, and we found some stuff. And Jenna got to experience arcane science the way that she normally makes other people experience, which is in a horrible way, so that's always good. So, this is a win-win, I think, for everybody today. I think everybody got a W in today, except for Idris, who's poisoned by spiders.
It would be unethical for me to give Philip Slammer the last word, so I'm going to let PJ go next.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, this team couldn't be more cohesive than any time in its history. I mean, look at what was accomplished here. People were taking on new roles, taking on new challenges within the team. We got new people checking for traps, finding them successfully. Don't worry about the result. They found them. people checking out doors, finding new creatures, nailed it. Other people trying to overcome obstacles and failing, but the team pulling together and getting them out of those spots. That's what a good team looks like, and that's what good leadership looks like, and that's what Idris knows is going on here. So, keep it up, people.
The team.
Keep it up.
Delbert, is there anything you'd like to add? Anything that you found specifically interesting about your character today?
I agree. The party is coming together. Nobody comes together like this party. We even added Quickfoot to the party officially now. So, Catapult. Catapult is back in action and contributing by biting rock crystals. And, but it's definitely time to head to the surface and talk about the things that we've discovered so far and see if we can get some insights and see how much time has passed. And Delbert's getting a little worried about time passage as far as being down here too long. But I feel like we're in a good place.
You have the honor then, speaking of that, of rolling the magical D20 of Tad's crack table.
What's that D20 for?
Nope, just a straight 8. All right, very good. So next time when we get together, we'll find out exactly how much time has passed to see what the effect of traveling in and out of the dungeons of Castle Blackmoor are. We'll go back up to the surface of Castle Blackmoor and find out if time has shifted or not. And we will spend some time, I think, figuring out what your next steps are. Would that be a fair estimate?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll be talking to you all offline about what you want to accomplish for your characters and for yourselves. And thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for spending time with us. What we're trying to do here is get back to the core of what Dave Arneson did in the last 10, 15 years he played with the 3rd edition and 3.5 edition of Dungeons & Dragons and really explore some really interesting things about Blackmoor. So I will say to you, Uther once and always, and thank you so much for your time today.
Hold on.
Have a great, great night. And who do we want to raid?
We want to raid MZ Plays. Discovered her a few days ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago. She's really funny. She's kind of got a playful personality, and she's into pretty much all the same things that we ourselves are into. She's just really cool. And she likes helping people in the community. She's really about trying to get people noticed. So I think she's a good one to raid.
All right, awesome.
So say hi to MZ. I don't know what she's doing at the moment. Probably Marbles on stream, which is fun. Yes, Marbles on stream. So you just type !play to play Marble. It's actually pretty fun. You don't have to do much, and it's fun. So, thanks for coming and hanging out with us today. And say hi to MZ. And we're out.
I know what Chronic Teague's all about. CFS up in the house.
I'm just relieved that I'm not as crazy as everyone says. Or said my dad was. Or my granddad. Or my great-granddad.
Tad, my love, my sweet welcome in, Raiders. Tad, how's your stream, you gorgeous little thing? Welcome in. Is it Catherine? That's such a cool name. Tad, welcome in, Raiders. How are